Hello, good morning, and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Clenham Radio Bato, Gaskia FM Techiman, and Radio Wa Wa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up in our series on dialysis crisis, we tell you the story of a 15-year-old Priscilla Asante who misses school twice a week just to be on the dialysis machine amidst a crushing financial burden on her family.
My mom and dad do not have money either.
We have details as hospital authorities narrate how relatives of patients sometimes instruct them to take patients off the machines because they can't afford the cost of their dialysis. Also in this package, medical superintendents demand government pays realistic salaries to skilled health workers as they describe this year's brain drain as the worst in the country's history.
I can tell you that there are facilities that are losing about 20 to 30% of their quality staff every year. This is more severe this particular year.
And we go to the KNUST campus where over 45 out of the 117 schools have arrived ahead of the preliminary stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz 2020.
We have been learning well for almost 3 years now, and then we are hoping that it will come out well for us.
The main target for the contest is to have the trophy.
So if the questions are suitable for us, then we are winning. We don't have any choice.
All these details and more in this package. Thanks for choosing us. We are your home of independent, fearless, and credible journalism. I am Hannah Odame with the details. We start with our dialysis crisis series as we delve into a harrowing tale that unfolds not only in hospital wards but in the very core of families torn apart. It's a story that paints the agonizing choice families of patients make between witnessing their loved ones slip away or embarking on a desperate quest for money to keep them on the dialysis machine. My colleague Richard Kojonyako shares the narrative of 15-year-old Priscilla Asante, who misses school twice a week just to be on the machine amidst a crushing financial burden that threatens to tear apart the fragile threads of her family's existence.
The humming sound of medical equipment here at the renal unit of the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital welcoming patients. It's a Tuesday morning and 15-year-old Priscilla Asante is being wheeled into the renal unit here.
The
doctors told me I have to be on the machine, and I have to be on that machine either twice or thrice a week.
For now, she has to travel nearly 100 kilometers from Chifu Mampong with her mother to the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital every Tuesday and Thursday to have her dialysis session.
My mom and dad do not have money either.
The burden of her illness has not only taken a toll on her fragile body, but has shattered her world due to the family's precarious financial situation.
They said that could be 3.5.
They say every section is 350 cedis. And this in addition to getting blood and other medication.
$10 million.
You won't believe it. There are some who even come in and they come in, tell you that now we don't have money to come anymore, and so please take off the catheter for us to go home. They just don't know how to get the nurse, the idea is to go home and die.
Richard Kojonyako filed that report. Medical superintendents are demanding government pays realistic salaries to skilled health workers following the increasing mass exodus of doctors. President of the association, Dr. Kamaruddin Hussein, says the situation has reached an unprecedented level, with certain healthcare facilities witnessing the departure of 20 to 30% of their experienced medical doctors. Speaking at the inaugural ceremony of the 21st Annual Conference of the Medical Superintendents in Accra, Dr. Hussein described this year's brain drain as the worst in the country's history.
I can tell you that there are facilities that are losing about 20 to 30% of their quality staff every year. This is more severe this particular year. So it is something that I mentioned that we need to actually start working towards, and then we need to stop that. Or else all these beautiful hospitals that we are building in the country, they will all be white elephants. It's a serious situation. I think all of us must talk about it.
According to him, the only way the situation can be curtailed is for government to make life a bit comfortable for skilled health workers in the wake of rising cost of living.
Everybody knows we don't need to do any research work. It is economic. It's purely economic, because all the people we talk to, they say, oh, there is something better at the other side of. There's a greener pasture somewhere, so they have to go. So that's a fact. It's purely economic. If you want to solve it, we all know if you are paying somebody 2 cedis and someone somewhere is paying 10 cedis, everybody will move to where the 10 cedis is. So how do we solve it? We need to find money and support the health workers. Pay realistic salaries to them, and then they will stay.
Dr. Kamaruddin Hussein is president of the medical superintendents. The NDC minority has vowed they will not cooperate with officials of the BOG in Parliament after the central bank governor sent out his security team to receive their petition. Hundreds poured onto the streets yesterday to back the demand for the resignation of the central bank governor and his 2 deputies. Maxwell Agbagba was there and filed this report.
But the 3 governors, as we speak, are currently meeting the IMF and in a meeting, and there's nobody there. So the government has asked that I meet you and take the petition on his behalf.
We never said we are going to present our petition to the head of security or someone responsible for security, with all due respect. If he thinks that the IMF is more important than the Parliament of Ghana, if he thinks that the IMF is more important than the people of Ghana, let him deal with the IMF, but we'll come after him. We will come after him.
It just tells you that they are really a bunch of administrators, leaders who simply don't care. They don't have regard for the people. They have no scruples. They have no dignity, because this is the height of disrespect.
He has called for war. He will get it big time. He dare not step in Parliament, because we will not entertain him in Parliament. For me, I would insist the next time any of the deputy governors or the governor appears for the Public Accounts Committee that we also cannot see them. We would ask this, is either they meet the security detail in Parliament to hear them before the Public Accounts, or they should go, and then when we are ready, we'll call them.
In a related development, Member of Parliament for the Ashaman constituency, Ernest Nogbe, has indicated he will raise the concerns of his constituents on the floor of Parliament when the House resumes. His comments comes after hundreds of residents in Ashaman poured onto the streets yesterday to demonstrate over bad roads in the area. We'll hear from the MP shortly, but first, listen to some of the residents.
We know the MP doesn't fix roads, right? So he being our mouthpiece, he could go to the assembly and make that thing happen. But we always say, oh, my government is not power, I can't do nothing. But see, that's not it. We are here. Like, left me alone, me and my brother, you see this place, we'll sleep here till tomorrow. Because see, we are suffering.
During the 2020 election, FPP had 36,000 votes in Ashama here.
Exactly.
Ashama deserves
it's better. Very bad.
We pay taxes.
It's
we
very
are
bad.
dying.
Let's hear the MP who says he will bring the matter to the floor of Parliament.
Frankly speaking, everybody is complaining, including myself, because I use Alumta also in Ashaman. And everybody in Ashaman is complaining. Motorists, drivers, and everybody is complaining. So at least, as I said earlier, what they like is what I like. And I feel the pain of the people.
Member of Parliament for the Ashaman constituency, Ernest Nogbe. Preparations are ongoing for the preliminary contest of the National Science and Maths Quiz 2023. The 30th edition, which initially had over 500 schools, has now narrowed down to 147 schools for the nationals. My colleague Jacqueline Yeboah is at the KNUST campus and reports.
It's that time where all the schools converge at one place for the National Science and Maths Quiz. We are right here at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where we have about 56 schools arriving for the preliminary contest of the 2023 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz. So let's have an interaction with most of the students who are arriving today to get to know the expectations, how far and how well they have prepared for this contest.
Well prepared, and we are just hoping for the best because we have been learning throughout for almost 3 years now, and then we are hoping that it will come out well for us.
Okay, me, I don't really have a threat in terms of the schools. I believe we are going to face the questions. So if the questions are suitable for us, then we are winning. We don't have any threat.
Bless our works and bless our play.
So, bring you all the details from the KNUST campus with my colleague Jacqueline Yeboah. Now that's all for the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odame. But you'll find more stories on myjoyonline.com. Thank you for joining us.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Ah, Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At Absa, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Sintex tank. Sintex tank, stress-free. Sintex tank, reliable. Sintex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Sintex tank, a strong, a tough.
The Energy Commission, in collaboration with the Ministry of Energy and Ghana Education Service, is proud to announce the finals of the 4th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge under the theme Mechanized Small-Scale Agriculture Using Renewable Energy Technologies. Who wins the challenge? Will it be Ya Asantwa Girls and Fantiman Girls, Sugakope Senior High School, Kwabre Senior High School, Toma Senior High School, or Sewa Kese Girls? Join us on the 17th of October 2023 at 9 a.m. at the Accra International Conference Center. To find out, the special guest of honor is Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Bawumia, Second Lady of the Republic of Ghana. The challenge is supported by GIZ, Ashasi University, GTV, French Development Agency, We Power Authority, Cosmos Energy Ghana, VRA, and Sunom Asogli Power Ghana Limited. Participation is free.
Hi, my name is Yao Ichampwoje, Marketing and Communications Manager for Apollonia City. Apollonia City is organizing a special open day on Saturday the 28th of October 2023 and would like to invite you to come explore the futuristic city that is Apollonia City. In today's tricky market, there are very few avenues to invest that make sense. That's why many have seen the light and are moving towards real estate. Come join us explore the future together. We'll be discussing interesting topics like building in a gated community, property rights according to Ghana's legal system, and so much more. The date is Saturday 28th October at 10 a.m. Venue is Apollonia City. Buses will leave the Accra Mall at 9 a.m. For enquiries, call Apollonia City on 0275 577 577. See you there.
Dana Ohami.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm all right. I'm good. I'm fantastic.
You have something on.
I have something
a
on.
turquoise beads bracelet.
Oh, you like it?
Too much. Turquoise, one of the favorite colors.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad
in
you
a
like
pink
it.
October month.
Well, you know, we're trying to match pink, right?
Was
However
it a
we
special
can.
gift or something?
Well, yes, it was. Okay. And we will leave it at that. Anyway, I was going to ask you, you know, we always say that our show is a magazine show. That's because we have variety of stuff and all of it is important stuff to our audience. So today, in addition to the kidney conversation, we're also going to be touching base with the Occupy BOG the demonstration that was full of drama yesterday. Yeah, and in the end, they didn't even submit their petition because they said they weren't being allowed to submit it to the right people. They say they want the governors
themselves
to resign. Will that solve the problem at Bank of Ghana?
According to them, that won't. That's what they say.
Well, today we'll explore that. We'll see if that is indeed the case. Also, today on the Super Morning Show, it's been a while since we talked about the motorway.
Oh, yeah.
Last week, we were told they were going to start patching it. Also, there's some demolition going on at the interchange.
So we are going back?
Well, we want to find out how things are going. So live today from the motorway, we'll be getting an update.
That'll be good. That motorway needs your attention.
It needs everybody's attention, Dana Ohami. Anyway, well, let's be grateful. For the 6 a.m. news, our gratitude goes to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. And now, for the Joy Business Report, presented to you by Dana Ohami. Yes, and it's sponsored by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. And Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world.
Hello and welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, economist Professor Peter Korte criticizes Ghana's procurement system, saying it is promoting corruption. Also, National Pensions Regulatory Authority rolls out new supervisory model to safeguard contributions of workers. And the Ghana Stock Exchange places 9th in dollar terms among 15 stock markets in Africa, ending September this year. All these and more with me, Hannah Wadami. Our first story, economist Professor Peter Korte has criticized Ghana's procurement system, saying it is promoting corruption. According to him, the country's procurement system needs to be checked and reviewed to ensure value for money and accountability of government expenditure. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Korte, who is the director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, believes the concerns of overspending can easily be dealt with if the procurement system is properly addressed.
Some of the expenditures that we see, they are not value for money spending. The procurement process itself, if you look at the cost of a particular procurement and you should go to the market to buy, the gap, the disparity is just too huge to justify such or warrant such an expenditure. I think our procurement processes are not helping us. We are encouraging or centralizing corruption. We are helping others to benefit, rent seekers to benefit from the system. Procurement has to be dealt with, and then as well as ensuring value for money spending in all the areas. Expenditure tracking itself is important, that you track from the point you release the funds up to the end beneficiary to see that yes, the money is trickling down to the intended people.
You heard the Professor Peter Korte, who is an economist and director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research. The National Pensions Regulatory Authority has rolled out a new supervisory model that is expected to help safeguard contributions of workers and then protect the sector from shocks. This move has been influenced by the impact of the debt exchange program on the sector. Hayford Atta-Krufi is the chief executive of the National Pension Regulatory Authority.
As regulators, we have developed a new technology which we call the risk-based supervision. That is also helping us in real time to see what the risks are in the industry and then to see how we can mitigate them, and where we cannot mitigate and there are, say, residual risk, we use inspections and sometimes even penalties and other forms of sanctions to bring everybody up through that.
Another Bank of Ghana data suggests that there have been significant growth in private sector contributions to SNIT, even better than the pre-pandemic levels. For you as a regulator, are you excited about this development?
I'm really excited about it. I mean, today the Director General of SNIT alluded to the fact that now private sector contribution is outstripping that of government, which means that the economy is expanding. There is more private sector participation in employment, and that can only be a good news for the country.
You heard the Hayford Atta-Krufi, his chief executive of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. The Finance Ministry will from today begin a series of stakeholder engagement to seek inputs for the 2024 budget. The engagement will cover some business associations, civil society groups and other interest groups. Government has promised it will factor the concerns raised by these players in the preparation of the 2024 budget, which is expected to be presented in November this year. Joy Business understands this budget will be heavily influenced by the International Monetary Fund program. Many will be looking forward to seeing how government will deal with expenditure, especially in an election year. Let's move on. Former Finance Minister Seth Terkper has advised government to seek parliamentary approval before attempting to merge the National Investment Bank and ADB. He argues both banks were created by an act of parliament, hence requires parliament to scrutinize the measure. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Terkper therefore insisted neglecting parliament will be illegal.
The main elements that are being discussed is that even if it is warranted, it should go to parliament because both institutions were established by an act of parliament on behalf of the people of Ghana. The government of Ghana invested in those institutions. And so the tendency where we have had a lot of things being done outside parliament, including some off-budget expenditure and the rest, is one of the critical points that is being raised.
Banking consultant Dr. Richmond Etuahine is making a strong case for government to be heavy on remittances in restoring stability in the economy. According to him, this could aid the exchange rate regime in the country and also improve Ghana's macroeconomic indicators. Dr. Etuahine took a swipe at the government for lack of data in tracking the monetary value of remittance. He spoke to Joy Business.
Unfortunately, the remittances is the largest. I mean, if you take its largest, is bigger than all the inflows that come into the country. But we have not made a conscious effort to track and capture all these remittances into our balance of payment position. If we do that, I believe Ghana will stand tall. You know, currently the World Bank data tells me that 4.7 and we only record 2.3. So definitely it is something to do with the data capturing.
The Ghana Stock Exchange placed 9th in dollar terms among 15 stock markets in Africa ending September this year. In cedi terms, the Accra Bears placed 4th. There's more in this report.
The GSE recorded a 29.8% return in cedi terms for investors in the third quarter of 2023. In dollar terms, it registered a 0.22% return for investors. This is coming on the back of the International Monetary Fund program. According to the data, the non-banking stocks led the gains in the equity market. They include BOPP, Total Energies PLC, Unilever and MTN Ghana. In all, 9 stocks recorded gains as compared to 8 losers. The biggest losers were Enterprise Ghana, Access Bank Ghana, and SIC Insurance. Meanwhile, the market capitalization also shot up to 74.89 billion cedis from 70.24 billion cedis on June 30, 2023. The financial stock index, however, lost 17.57 in value in the first 6 months of 2023. This was primarily due to the domestic debt exchange program, which impacted their balance sheet.
Now, in 2023, co-founders of Wear Ghana sparked the fashion revolution in the country with their Gigi Wear clothing line. After a decade, Wear Ghana wants to become Africa's most loved brand. Just how? Well, here's today's episode of the Joy Business Van.
2 university roommates, Irabna Jiman and Angoko Naikwade, passionate about fashion and freedom, considered using that as a tool to elicit pride in Ghana-made products.
This journey began in 2013 when myself and my co-founder Angoko Naikwade dreamt of the day where we could see an African business in fashion try to play along the lines of the global giants. Both of us had come from industries like banking and telecommunications, and we wondered to ourselves why we weren't seeing fashion businesses which were global giants. And so we set out to try and create a business that we could be proud of.
Well, that bold step would be the beginning of a fashion revolution in Ghana.
The full edition of the story will be aired at 1 p.m. on Joy FM and 5 p.m. on Business Live on Joy News. Just the currency market, and the cedi is going weak for 11 cedis 61 pesos against the US dollar. On the forex and retail market, it is selling at 14 cedis 38 pesos to the pound. It's trading at 12 cedis 28 pesos to the euro. And to the commodities, crude oil goes up again to open trading at $90 a barrel. Gold is selling at $1,823 an ounce after increasing marginally. Cocoa lost $74 to open trading at $3,428 a ton. And with that, we end the Joy Business Report with me, Hannah Odami. But you can find all these stories and more when you log on to myjoyonline.com/business.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Iba by Nathaniel Bassi and Dunsin Oyekan. Big one there, our inspirational song coming to you by the kind courtesy of Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes, and water tank where Duraplast goes. Water flows. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yes, good to see you both. We've got a lot to get through. Shall we start with the Drive Safe campaign?
Certainly, that's brought to you by the Joy News and Multimedia Group and supported big time by Toyota Superior Quality. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. You should also be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how you ensure your safety on our roads.
That's
and
right.
I have been told that, and has been reported, we have even seen that the highway authorities skipped the national conference and started working on the motorway.
Yes, they didn't wait for us all to agree.
Yes, so apparently, yeah. Yeah.
And
So,
by the way, today we'll be going there live.
certainly,
because we need to see how the work is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I've seen some action on the ground.
Yeah.
It's actually patching. They are patching the
They are patching the road. Yes. So to make it a bit smoother, but it's not a permanent solution. by any
Yes,
means.
certainly.
And this is what we've been talking about. That there are permanent solutions. Why we are not implementing them is really the subject of our constant debate. All right, then. I've got a controversial say it right this morning. This is one that people debate very often. Let's see where we settle on it. Brought to you this morning by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Today's Say It Right will be controversial. I'll start an expression. Let's see if you can finish it correctly. Cut your coat according to your... Aha! Now I'll bet anything that while some of you said size, others said cloth. Please let me be clear. The correct expression is cut your coat according to your size. That is the only way the idiom makes sense. Think about it. Why would you cut your coat according to your cloth? So if you have a whole bale of cloth, will you cut a coat big enough for a giant, even though your full height is 5 foot nothing? Of course you wouldn't. You would cut your coat according to your size. That is what every coat maker does. They make coats according to the size of the customer, not the amount of cloth they have available. Now, the proverb itself means we must do things befitting of our circumstances. We must not bite off more than we can chew or take on more than we have the capacity to do. In this equation, how much we can chew is our capacity, and that is the constant, while the thing we are biting is the task we are taking on, and that is the variable. Similarly, the coat we are cutting is the variable, while our size is the constant, not the cloth. So even though some people think they are correcting the proverb by replacing size with cloth, they are actually rendering it illogical. So now we know the controversy is over. We cut our coat according to our size. That is how we say it right. There you go. Yeah, I mean, you often hear people say, cut your coat according to your cloth. And they even think they are correcting the proverb, right? When they say, no, it should be cloth. But that doesn't actually make sense. I mean, why would you cut it according to the cloth you have and not your size? You know?
If you are big and the cloth is small,
then you don't cut a coat at all.
then what do you cut?
That's still cutting it according to your size. Right? Because you are too big for the cloth you have, so you don't cut a coat at all. Yeah. All right, then. Let's get into the
shots.
Yeah. You need to have a cloth before you can even decide.
Precisely. So the expression takes for granted that you already have the cloth and you are about to cut a coat. But the question is, are you going to cut it according to your size or according to someone else's size?
I think it was former President Kofo who brought some light to this. And introduce the cloth angle in this matter.
I see.
Yes.
Oh, then he has caused confusion for us. Anyway, we are mourning with him today. So, yes. And by the way, our condolences continue to go to his family at this very, very difficult
And they say that if you want to pay respect to them, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. every day.
Yeah, there you go. All right then. So let's get into the news review brought to you by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and My Way, a simple life insurance by My Life and MTN Momo. Dial *165# on MTN to join My Way today.
Now, the Daily Graphic is reporting this morning, Ochine Osajefo Amoetia for Penny rallies youth against climate injustice. That's on the front page with licensing of private schools. The national institution for the authority in charge of it is to enforce compliance from next year January. And there is also some news from yesterday. Hundreds protest against Bank of Ghana and also hardship, and that's the picture of the front page with the minority leader, the NDC's chairman, and also some NDC members of parliament leading the Occupy BOG protest in Accra yesterday. And of course, there was a lot of things said, a lot of things prevailed. And well.
So the Daily Guide says that
we'll be talking more about that.
Yes, right. Yeah. So the Daily Guide says Kayaye bribed to join NDC demo. According to the paper, they have video evidence to back this claim that some people were seen sharing money to some Kayaye before the demonstration.
Before I move it on, because it's a very important story, I almost left it out. The back page of the Daily Graphic says Bogatanga Hospital Dialysis Center will be operational in December. So there's a new established state-of-the-art dialysis center at the Bogatanga Hospital. It will be operational in December, as physicians we are told.
Thank God. It's a step in the right direction. I hope they have nephrologists to actually run the place.
So still on the Daily Guide front page, Cecilia Dapa, ex-maid denied bail again. Killer houseboy Madam died from head injuries. That's according to the autopsy report. This is the matter relating to the late Princess Afia Ahinkan in Kumase. Ghana will process 60% of raw materials. That's according to Alan Kojo Chemate. The back page of the paper, African Games set to expand Ghana's economy. And of course, this never-ending controversy that arose after the Tottenham Hotspur's Liverpool game. Finally, the VAR audio recording was released yesterday, and so that is bringing some clarity to the matter. So that's your Daily Guide.
Now, the Chronicle has these stories. Alan Cash tells Ghanaians vote for a president based on vision and integrity.
He appears to be on all the papers this morning.
Yes, I've seen it all over the place. And there is also one. Obo farmers are mad at Brian Echampon, and Brian Echampon is the Greek minister, and he has the picture of Ankobe Ahin of Obo traditional area, and Abuama Trefo the second, and BOG sent watchman's into inverted commerce, yes, to receive our petition. This is Sam George speaking on the front page of the Chronicle.
The watchman is a lawyer.
Yeah,
a lawyer, and a retired military officer.
Interesting.
So not just a watchman, a lawyer. Anyway,
he's head of security.
Well, but the man is a lawyer.
But he's a watchman.
And he's a lawyer.
Ah, okay.
They find out. The final has on the front page, choose a president of vision and integrity. That's Alan Chematem. We shall return. Organizers vow to petition Dr. Addison. Why? If Dr. Addison is not available, that means what? The petition cannot receive the attention that it deserves.
He should come and take it and promise to resign.
The man is busy negotiating for the release of the second tranche of the IMF money.
Oh, he's the one doing that.
I don't even know the last time that the actual target of a demonstration has been the one to receive the petition. I mean, do you remember that happening?
No, people protest. They go to the Jubilee House,
and somebody will come out.
And receive
the president.
So why is it that the governor himself must come and receive the petition?
I actually think
I think that demonstrating alone is enough to drive home your point.
No. They would need more reason to go back and insist on. So it's almost like we have to achieve our goal, get him to resign. We need to rally a lot more people on the street the next time. So we need to let them understand that if you are not taking it, we are not finishing this demonstration. In fact, but the ultimate goal is not even he touching the petition. It's he leaving office.
Anyway, if he leaves office tomorrow, not about who collects the petition. It's about whether it will be acted on.
Yes, whether he's leaving off. If he leaves office today there will not be any petition to submit to anybody in the coming days anyway.
All right, so let me finish with a finder by Femo Pari. Others signed book of condolence for Teresa Kofo. A Shaman resident give government 2 months ultimatum to fix rules. An engineer seeks Supreme Court order to collect signatures for constitutional amendments. So that's your final this morning.
Okay, there we go. All right then, let's go online. The online review is brought to us as always by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
So you are a dear valued customer. On the occasion of the 2023 Global Customer Service Week, Zenith Bank Ghana expresses its heartfelt gratitude to you for your unwavering trust and loyalty. You are the reason for our success, Elton, and we are truly honored to serve you. We assure you of our commitment to continuously deliver a customer experience that is fulfilling and truly satisfying. Happy Global Customer Service Week. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
All right. Well, on myjoyonline.com today, lots and lots of stories from our kidney conversation yesterday. Over 90% of Ghanaian kidney failure patients who should receive dialysis are not getting it. And this is something we learned yesterday on the show. There's also a very interesting article, A Race Against Time, unveiling Ghana's kidney crisis. Yesterday we heard from Charles and Lord, two dialysis patients, one of them a former.
It's interesting that teenagers...
patient.
Some teenagers are also going through this rather excruciating, time.
Lord was only 20 when he started dialysis. Wow. And you see, the thing is that when you have what they call comorbidities or other conditions, like diabetes or hypertension, then your kidneys are strained beyond their capacity. That's how you end up getting, kidney failure so quickly in some cases, and that's what is causing the younger and younger people, because diabetes and hypertension is now affecting much younger people than before. And so it's a horrifying situation. We're going to be talking.
I'm happy
even
we
more
are
about it today.
dealing with it as a national crisis, and I think that government should equally approach it as a national crisis.
It's in all our interest to do so. Okay, now listen. Yesterday was dramatic when we saw the Occupy Bank of Ghana demonstration going through twists and turns, ending with a refusal of the demonstrators to hand over the petition because they believed it was the wrong person who was coming to receive it. Listen, let's talk about that and other things with our special guest this morning, who happens to be the Honourable Member of Parliament for North Tongue and Ranking Member of the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament, Mr. Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Mr. Ablakwa, thank you for your time and good morning.
Good morning, Kojo. Thank you for having me.
So, you were out in the sun yesterday. But
absolutely,
but decided not to hand over the petition.
Yes, but first of all, let me thank Ghanaians. The response was massive. You saw the crowd; it was a really mammoth attendance, and the protesters were very well behaved. You recall that earlier there were attempts by the police to stop us. They went to court saying that this demonstration could turn violent. Ridiculously, they even said that it could lead to a coup if you read the court documents they filed, and that we should be made to stay far away from the Bank of Ghana. I am glad that we demonstrated, the masses, the good people of this country demonstrated yesterday that if there are any group of people, the police or anybody should be worried about, it is those who are breaking our laws, those who are destroying the economy, those in leadership who are running down the country, not the masses who want to speak up, who want to rise up, who want to protest and insist that the right thing is done. So I think that was a very, very strong message that we send, that we are law-abiding, we are peaceful citizens, and we are not the bad guys. So, having commended Ghanaians, let me now come to the petition. We had made clear right from the outset that our target is the governor and his deputies. We had sent notice. We expected that the climax of our Occupy BOG demonstration will be the presentation of a petition to either the governor or his deputies. The aim is to make sure that the governor receives the petition, sees the crowd, sees how angry we are at how he has run down the central bank. As we speak, the central bank is technically insolvent, it's bankrupt. He's depleted the reserves. He's made losses of 60.8 billion, which has never happened. And then, even more troubling, he has printed currencies illegally to the tune of 77 billion in flagrant violation of Section 30 of his own act. He printed 77 billion without parliamentary approval, an illegal conduct. So we insist that he must resign. He and his deputies must leave the central bank. So the least he could do was to show up and receive the petition. But he continued with his disdain, his disregard for the Ghanaian people. Just as he is flouting our laws with impunity, he decided that he won't show up. And he sent his head of security to receive the petition, which we flatly refused to hand over to the head of security. We told them in very clear terms that we will come back. We insist that it is the governor we want to see. He is the one we want to hand over this petition to. And he is the one we want out of that office. So we are not handing over any petition to a head of security. This is not a demonstration.
If I may, Mr. Kujato Ablakwa, I mean, and by the way, if you just joined us, we're talking to Samuel Kujato Ablakwa, Honorable MP for North Tongue, ranking member of Foreign Affairs Committee, about yesterday's Occupy BOG demonstration and their refusal to hand over the petition to the officer who was sent to receive it, the head of security. Mr. Kujato Ablakwa, if I may, is this not perhaps asking for more than usual? I recall when Occupy Flagstaff House happened, the petition was brought in to Flagstaff House and was received by Valerie Sawyer, who I'm pretty sure was not the president at the time, even though the petition was for the president. Is that not the norm? I can't even remember any time in recent history when the actual target of a demonstration has come to receive the petition. Can you?
So, Kojo, let's be clear. Occupy Flagstaff House, when we were in power, the Honorable Valerie Sawyer, at the time, was a deputy chief of staff. That's a senior position, a senior advisor to the president. She was supported, I recall, in receiving the petition by the Honorable Dr. Omane Boama, a cabinet minister, minister for communications. That is the level of respect we accorded to the Occupy Flagstaff House demonstrators. You have a governor, you have two deputies, you have senior directors. None of them were sent to receive this petition. The message to us is not lost on us. It's very clear. Let's send a head of security. Let's treat this whole demonstration with contempt. But what they forget is that in the process, they have only exposed their own disdain and disrespect for the Ghanaian people. You are public servants. The people employ you. The people pay you. Everything you look, all the monies they've wasted on either gold watches, on the so-called vehicle maintenance, and all of those ridiculous things in the 2022 annual statement, which has brought us to this level of bankruptcy and huge losses, are monies belonging to the Ghanaian people, the people's taxes. The least you can do after breaking our laws, violating Section 30 of your act, is to be a bit remorseful, contrite, and show the Ghanaian people some respect. So if they had sent at least the deputy governors or some senior staff, we will have considered the presentation of the petition. But to send your head of security...
Well, to be fair, Wing Commander Sari Boateng is actually a head of department. He reports directly to the governor. That is a senior person. You might liken his level in the organization to that of a deputy chief of staff. Actually, perhaps you might consider him to be a bit higher than a deputy chief of staff at Flagstaff House.
Kojo, what are you really telling us this morning? That a department head at Bank of Ghana is what, higher than a chief of staff or deputy chief of staff?
What I'm saying is he reports directly to the governor.
Are you even likening the governor to the presidency?
Oh, not at all. No, let's not get mistaken. Yeah. I'm not saying that the governor is the same as the president. I'm saying that in an institution like Flagstaff House, the deputy chief of staff reports to the chief of staff, who reports to the president. In an organization like the Bank of Ghana, the head of security reports directly to the governor. So would you not consider him a senior?
And the deputy governors do what?
Yeah, the deputy governors also report to the governor.
Look, Kojo, let's not countenance contemptuous conduct, arrogant public officers who think they can take us for a ride. This is a governor who, after running down, are you beginning to take lightly the harm this governor has caused? All of this printing has led to massive inflation, which has eroded people's incomes, people's purchasing power. He has destroyed livelihoods. This governor has destroyed the jobs of more than 50,000 people, collapsed people's banks, people's financial institutions. This governor, because of his conduct, people are taking haircuts today. You have pensioner bondholders, senior citizens, who have to picket before they can have access to their own life savings. These are people who have destroyed the Ghanaian economy. And they are adding arrogance to it. You can't come and meet members of parliament, the honorable minority leader, who you come to for approval in the house and who you are supposed to have sought approval from in all the illegal printing that you did. And we are being told that it is a norm because we don't meet the president and we may meet the deputy chief of staff. We are beginning to liken a governor who engages in illegal conduct with the president of a republic. Please, let's not tolerate. It is this kind of pampering, this kind of goading on that continues to see the illegalities that we are seeing. Ghana has now become a banana republic where people are looting at will, breaking our laws, and they think that they should be pampered on top of that.
Let's talk about the actual protest. And I don't know if you've seen the Daily Guide this morning. There's a claim on the front page, Kayaye bribed to join NDC demo. They are saying that some demonstrators were caught on camera bribing some female head porters known as Kayaye in the Greater Accra Region Central Business District to participate in the protest march. I don't know if you're aware of this story. How do you respond to it?
Daily Guide, what do you expect? This has been a massive, mammoth demonstration. If government thought that they could underestimate the anger of Ghanaians, how the good people of this country can no longer take it. A few days ago, you saw Occupy Julobi. The Ghanaian people have just had it. This is no more a democracy. It's become a plutocracy. You have been following the scandals we have been putting out virtually on a daily basis. You apart from the Bank of Ghana, you've seen what happened at the National Cathedral project site, which has become the world's most expensive pit. You've seen the frontiers agreement, which was a total giveaway, a heist. You've seen the airport lands, which are being handed out to cronies under the guise of Heaven Builders Limited. So we are talking about a plutocracy, not a democracy. And the attempt by some of these pro-government media to distract would not work. I didn't see anybody giving out money to anybody. Let us not insult the intelligence of Ghanaians. If they did not want to participate in the demonstration, they would not have showed up. To the extent that they show up in their numbers, let us not say that they came because somebody induced them. I mean, it is totally wrong. We had said from the outset that this demonstration, we call on all Ghanaians, all sections of society. I saw civil society organizations. I saw other political party leaders. I saw PNC chairman, CPP, PPP, and other political parties. I have seen leaders of associations, transport unions, and many others, including the KIA. Why are they picking on only the KIA and wondering why they should be participating in a demonstration that if they have, they should have been induced? You see, they should continue to live in that bubble, continue to show that arrogance of power, exactly what Alan Chiramantin was talking about a few days ago when he left their ranks and said he could not continue to associate with the unscrupulous apparatchiks, as he put it, who have hijacked the MPP. Kojo, the fact of the matter is that every Ghanaian can feel the financial crisis, which has been self-inflicted. It is the bad policies, the bad decision choices. I mean, how can you, in the midst of unprecedented losses of 60.8 billion, negative equity of 55 billion, in the midst of depleted reserves, be constructing an iconic office? You say that where you are operating from is no longer plush enough. And Kenneth Foriata writes that let's support the Bank of Ghana to build a befitting office for themselves. How about building a befitting economy for all of us first? A project which starts at $88 million, within 8 months, shoots up, skyrockets to $121 million. And as if that's not bad enough, as we speak, is $227 million. If you add the land, which is another scandal on its own, litigants are in court and all of that, and the potential compensation that has to be paid. We are talking about a $300 million project. Started at $88 million, now hovering around $300 million. Who does that? When you are in crisis, you've made unprecedented losses. It's now that you decide to put up an iconic office that should park 3,200 cars, that should have over 7,000 offices. I mean, who does that? See what happened in Australia. They decided to pull out of hosting the Commonwealth Games because of the state of the economy, that they would rather invest that money in creating jobs for their young people, in investing in education, investing in health. So they pulled out. They said they were no longer going to spend money hosting an 11-day Commonwealth Games. That is what sensible, sensitive leaders do in times of difficulty. Take the United States of America, a more wealthy nation. They decided when COVID struck to defer plans to buy new presidential jets, new Air Force One. They deferred the order down the lane for 5 years so that they can focus on urgent matters, address the difficulties. That is the United States of America. Their leaders didn't think that during financial difficulties, they should be seen purchasing new presidential jets for themselves, for their comfort. I mean, that is responsible leadership. Couldn't that Bank of Ghana office wait? Can they take a decision to drop that project for now and try to resuscitate, revive this economy so that all these financial haircuts, people who are sitting at home, people who can have access to their life savings, we address those challenges first? What do they take us for? No priorities. I mean, no respect for the people. And that is what they continue to show in even refusing to show up to receive facilities.
Let me ask this. The point of the whole demonstration was to have the governor resign, the governor and his deputies resign. Would that solve the inherent problems that have led us to where we are, all the issues you've catalogued? If the governor resigns, will those problems be solved by his resignation?
Definitely, to a large extent. If a new governor takes office, we don't expect that new governor to continue on this reckless path. A new governor would not continue with this Bank of Ghana project, which is now around $300 million, in a time of crisis. No responsible leader will do that. So a new governor will address that matter. A new governor will now decide to follow the law and will not print money illegally to the tune of 77 billion. I mean, just think about it, Kojo. Reflect on that. You print illegally to the tune of 77 billion and still manage to make losses of 60.8 billion. So where did the money go? All the illegal printing, where did that money go? What was it used for? So a new governor, new deputies will be law-abiding, and they will not embark on this total recklessness. So it is an important first step. And once you have new governors who fix their priorities, who become law-abiding, you will begin to see that there will now be liquidity for other things, for more priorities. We will begin to, as it were, restock our depleted reserves. There will be money. Look, as we speak, talk to road contractors. They are owed 15 billion. They haven't been paid in a long time. Talk to school feeding caterers. Talk to food suppliers in our secondary schools. Talk to the District Assembly Common Fund Administrator. Talk to Get Fund Administrator. Virtually everybody is owed. Businesses are folding up. They are relocating. I mean, the unemployment is at an all-time high. Thanks to this governor's misconduct and illegalities, the World Bank says that about 850,000 people have slipped into the poverty zone. So we are talking about livelihoods, businesses that are being destroyed by the decisions, the policy choices, and the illegal conduct of this governor and his deputies. And a new team will offer some hope. At least a new team will bring us on a new path that will begin to restore the hope and the distraction that these Addison and his colleagues have caused.
All right. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa for spending time with us. He's the Honourable Member of Parliament for North Tongue and Ranking Member for the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament. We appreciate your time, Mr. Okudzeto-Ablakwa.
Always welcome, Kojo. Thank you.
And there you go. So, listen, we must apologize for not bringing you the BBC News. We will resume normal service from tomorrow, but as you can see, this was an important conversation to be had. We're back with more after these.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
The other day, as I was in my kitchen preparing my special jollof made with lily rice for my family, I heard a knock at the door. It was my mechanic. Instead of calling me to pick my car, he brought it himself. I said, "Cho," he said, "F-O." I said, "Take the car back. I will come and pick it myself." As I turned off the fire from under the lily jollof, there was another knock at the door. It was my neighbor. I said, neighbor. He said, "F-O, my dog has jammed your wall again, oh." I said, "Don't be silly. You don't have a dog." My wife Ekis came home and we saw that he enjoyed. Cho, it was my pastor. He said, "Bless you." I said, "Bless you too." He said, "Did he come to church on Saturday?" I said, "Acho, but why are you coming to tell me this on Wednesday?"
Having to fend off visitors at mealtimes because of Lily's tasty aromatic rice? Celebrate every mealtime by sharing with friends and family near or far. Lily, tasty food, happy family. This advert is FDA approved.
My way insurance, send my way.
Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policyholder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way. No way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC, and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASI, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our CD mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Coolé! Call 054 0109 649, 054 0109 901 or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
CIMG radio program of the year, the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And we've got a lot to get through today. Later on this show, we are going to start taking a step back to look at the solutions to this kidney crisis that is gripping the nation. Okay, this dialysis crisis that is gripping the nation. We're going to talk to the brains that have been giving and offering suggestions, solutions, ideas for years. Yet somehow we still manage to stumble into this ditch. Well, we're going to take a step back and start fixing the problem. All right, stay tuned. We'll be hearing from Dr. Tano, we'll be hearing from Kwame Sapon-Asiedu, and of course, we'll be hearing from you. But that's not all we have on our minds. The motorway is also coming in for some mention. Ray, they've started patching it.
Yes, and I've seen some even complaining about the patching. I'm not so sure what, I mean, in all fairness, we should be hearing from the people who use the place. Is this what they wanted? In place of an entire reconstruction, is this a step in the right direction? Does this reduce their suffering on that particular stretch? Does it help improve the comfort that they deserve on the stretch? Would it make it safer for them to travel on that particular stretch? So they should be telling us more about that.
Yeah.
Because and of course, we know that we've been patching virtually every time we patch. And, we've also explained why we've been using the bitumen and the other
which is what they're doing again.
Brilliant, yes. But so, in all fairness, we've been through this before. As to whether there is still an end in sight somewhere, which is the ultimate goal of turning it into this 10-lane big project that we've been talking about, which we've been promised consistently that they are working on, which the last promise was that they were submitting the documents to Parliament for them to approve for final engagement. At some point, we're even being told that the contractors were getting to work. They're almost at work anyway. Yes. All the deadline changes. We appear to have moved beyond those ones and looking now at the solutions that are being proffered immediately.
We have also been told many times that the money is ready.
Yeah, I mean, of course, this is the Republic of Ghana. We say things before they get done. So now, eventually, they are doing something. And when you use that stretch today, do you feel that it's an improvement over last week, or last month, or a couple of months ago? The difficulties that you have encountered previously, would it be reduced? Do you feel that this is a listening department within government acting now or working to make sure that the right thing is done? That's what we should be hearing from the people who have this morning even used the place, so that we can then judge whether we are on the right track or we are not on the right track. Whether this is this temporary solution is one that will last, or it's one that is going to give comfort not for 1 month, for 3 weeks, or for even 6 months.
Indeed.
And perhaps the highway authority should be telling us what's the plan every 3 months. Because see, if we did regular maintenance, we won't have conversations like this
at all. If we did what every other person does, every other country does, everywhere else, when one hole appears, that one hole is filled. We don't wait till it becomes 100 craters.
Yes. Yeah. So that it's not like we then have to fight with you. We don't have to every morning, because
you don't have to shut down the whole motorway to fix one pothole.
I've seen places where on serious highways between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. they bring in those temporal street lights to redirect traffic slightly. Then they proceed to actually fix the potholes and the small problems on the road. They do not wait to be told. They don't wait for radio programs, for regular visitation by journalists to come and report on it before they do what they are paid to do.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just happy that we didn't have to wait for a national forum before we all came to an agreement that the motorway potholes have to be patched.
I'm sure it was pretty obvious to everybody.
Very proactive of them. They have done well.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy.
All
right, now earlier we had we didn't have the BBC News because, of course, our conversation continued into that time. But the BBC News is usually brought to us every morning by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Now let me bring you some news from Heritage Christian College. This is an university set up to provide a missing link in the tertiary education starter that we have in this country. Let's not get it wrong. It's affiliated to KNUST and also GTech. They are offering programs that Kojo should be interested in. And many young people who are seeking to get better education should be interested in BBA programs with options in accounting, with computing, accounting with marketing, human resource management. There is also business infotech and also management. There is BSc nursing, BSc information technology, BSc information security, then also BA theology. They're also offering 12-month specialized master's program in MSc accounting and taxation. Then MSc accounting, but this time already finance. There's also MSc human resource management. Then professional courses, all of which, even including media short courses, ICA, for example, CIMG, and it's important you note CIMG because this is your home for CIMG.
That's right.
Award-winning home
That's
for
right.
CIMG.
Can you say it one more time?
Yes. This is your CIMG radio program of the year. You want me to list the others, but I have time to do them later on. Now, there's also ICM UK, CIHRM2. What makes them unique, Kojo, is the entrepreneurship training with financial support. Think about it deeply. Training and the support. One student, one laptop, no shakara, no promise and fail. Affordable and flexible fee structure. Then there's also scholarships available. Now per day. Your entry requirement should be WASI, the ABC, GBC, HND diploma, and if you're a mature student over 25 years, you certainly qualify. 25 and over anyway. You just need to dial star 789 star 300 hash for online serial number, and also visit their website hcuc.edu.ga today to apply. They are located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Can contact them if you want to phone them. 020-229-8399 0547-777731. The website once again, so that we don't get it missing. hcuc.edu.gh. This is a university that is training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders, which you certainly be interested in anyway.
Absolutely. All right. Well, today, me too, I can ask you, Raymond, your baller that. Change your style. Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
No, there's a problem somewhere.
This is your nice house that you are living in with Miss G. Don't be leaving baller in front of your house. Zoom Lion is here for you. Just dial star 857 hash and enjoy hassle-free baller services. You can request for bin, make payments for your baller services, and enjoy an amazing discount and offers like 1 month free baller pickup. Terms and conditions apply, obviously. Don't be left out because they have changed their baller style, and you should too, Raymond. Please call 050-151-8410 or DM them on social media to find out more. Change your baller style today, Raymond.
I welcome the challenge.
I invite you to join. Zoom Lion, the waste management experts.
Now, Societe Generale, your secure and trusted partner, is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. Hooray! The significant milestone, this one wouldn't have been possible without you, our loyal customer. So this anniversary is dedicated to you. It has been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family, and business the best outcomes always. Our partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and institutions succeed, and many dreams come true. Today, we are celebrating 20 years with you. Societe Generale, the future is you, Kojo.
Now, Republic Bank will be telling you what they're up to in just a minute. But first, let me tell you that the Kingdom Books and Stationery Back to School promotion is here with us once again. So until October 31, you can still get 10 to 15% of all school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and so much more across all branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. If you're a parent, a teacher, a student, please hurry while stock lasts. You can call 0302 764 101 or 209. You can email info@kingdomgh.com, or you can just go to kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
One of the days that I miss Mama V is when I have to actually give her these wonderful things to choose from. But for a limited time only, you out there, even if you are not Mama V, you are being offered huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles from Toyota Ghana. These include the dynamic RAV4, the robust Hilux, the powerful Fortuner Diesel, and the luxurious Land Cruiser Prado, which I know you'll be interested in anyway. And that's not all. And that's not all. When you make the decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity won't be around forever, Kojo. So you need to pay a visit to their showrooms today. Today, as I speak to you, plan and make it part of your plan. If you're in Accra, you should go there. There's one in Tema too. There's also one in Kumasi and Tamale, Takwa, and we're now leaving out the people in Takoradi too. You have a showroom there for you. Alternatively, can reach out to them on 0302 910 204. 0302 910 204. There is also credit purchase available through a special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
That's right.
Land Cruiser Prado.
Yeah.
All
right.
Fortuner Diesel.
Yeah. And there was the first one.
The first one is the RAV4.
The RAV4.
Dynamic RAV4.
4x4 there, yeah. Okay then. So Republic Bank are the master of mortgages, and they've gone even lower, offering you ultra low interest rates on all their city mortgage products. So if you're planning to own, build, or improve your home, now is the time. Take advantage of this window of opportunity called the Mortgage Hub and speak to a specialist on 054 010 9901 or just email myhome@republicghana.com. This offer is valid until the 31st of January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Now, a poorly maintained car engine, just like the motorway, can age faster. This is why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. Well, the motorway doesn't have that. This is a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
All right, Ray, I guess it's time now for us to go for the nutrition line from Nestle. And of course, they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Beautiful mornings. Here we are, starting your day with brilliance and shine. It's Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. How you feeling? Everything going well? Your beautiful smile is in place? So let's discuss lactose-free milk then. Lactose-free milk is regular milk without the milk sugar called lactose. Lactose-free milk is one alternative for people who are lactose intolerant. Being lactose intolerant means you lack an enzyme called lactase, which you need to digest the milk sugar or carbohydrate called lactose. If you're lactose intolerant and you drink lots of regular milk, the undigested lactose can cause digestive discomfort in the form of flatulence, diarrhea, or a bloated feeling in your belly. This makes lactose-free milk ideal for anyone who suffers from lactose intolerance. Since it doesn't contain lactose and so you don't get any digestive issues. At the same time, lactose-free milk has all the nutrients and health benefits of regular milk and the same amount of protein and calcium to promote bone health. I hope you've learned something useful, something that you can apply for a healthier, longer, happier life. And while you're doing that, do please reach out with a phone call or an email. Your feedback is precious and we love working with you as a partner for good health and total wellness. So call please 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS, or call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Try these numbers 0593 84 5697, 0593 84 5649, or 0593 84 5708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. So I want you to smile. You know you're beautiful when you smile. And walk into this day made for you. Boldly, confidently, victoriously. Have a great day. Bye.
Here you go, dear. Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow. But how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, it's yeah. I was wondering when Salamatu was going to chip in.
Yes.
Who
is Salamatu?
And Nadia, who is Salamatu?
You made your own declarations. You are talking about.
You have mistaken your own identity.
Oh yes. You made your own undertaking. Social media undertaking.
The day you change your name was the day you were born again. Anyway, so birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise, still full. Fear. All right, whose birthday is it?
Now, let me start from the one that I got from last night. A very important one that everybody in this country should be interested in. This one says, I want to say a special happy birthday to a wonderful human being and friend, Cephas of GRA Kimbu Taxpayer Office. The GRA is lucky to have you. You are diligent, you are thorough, you are full of integrity. Happy birthday, Cephas of the GRA Kimbu Taxpayer Office. And may God grant you all of your heart desires today and forevermore. Today I'm meeting the GRA boss. I am so convinced that he should increase Cephas's pay.
All right. Well, happy birthday to Nana Esufwa Tamaklo, Marketing and Corporate Affairs Director at Absa Bank. They also, of course, won the coveted CIMG Marketing Practitioner of the Year. So well done to Nana Tamaklo for that. All right. This one is a very special birthday to a prince. Happy birthday to our very own Prince Ataboche. May your path be filled with wisdom, with all the love of your parents and your siblings. Happy birthday to Alexis Asida Bafo, who turns 15 today. Guess whose child that is? That's Priscilla Chumesi Bafo's kid.
Nice one.
Yes,
nice
happy birthday to you.
Nice one.
This one says, I hope I'm saying the name right. Jose, is that right? Xoese.
Jose?
Jose
Jose.
Selinam.
Jose.
Jose Selinam Aku Chagli. It's your 6th birthday today, Jose. God bless you. It's
All right.
from your brother Honam and Tonye George.
I've got one here. Happy birthday to Mr. Benkin Kwesi Mante, the director of Nom Ghana Limited. God bless you and grant you more blessings, more business, more money, and good health. This is from your business partner, Wired Up Solutions.
This one says, happy birthday to Ellen Sheila Arthur of CBG. You are truly loved. May this be your best chapter. That's from MFA Apewu. I think we're done. Are we not?
Yes, we
Yes,
are.
we are.
All right then. So the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance.
We secure your future.
1xBet, your reliable bookmaker, and DSTV. It's your moment.
So, my good friend, my very good friend Salamatu, imagine sitting in the stands at Anfield, cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stunning goal. Yes, this dream could come through for you, because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to make up for what we have done to you, to watch Liverpool FC play live, and it's just so simple to be eligible. So you need to listen up keenly. This is an equal chance for clients and non-clients. For non-clients, you just download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presence you gain in that basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner.
It is.
There are other consolation prizes, though. We
want to go to Anfield.
Okay, open that account now and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered.
Here for good. So, by the way, I've just got a correction in from Renee Akuapedo. She says the name is Jose, not Jose. So it's Jose. Thank you very much for that, Renee.
It's not the same, please.
I heard the same thing.
It's not the same. The vowel sound is different.
The problem is your ears. All right. So listen, we all have those days when we are low on everything, right? Low on energy, low on time, cash, even airtime and data. Well, that's why MTN Extra Time is an airtime and data advance service that allows you to make calls or browse the internet even when you have insufficient balance. All you have to do is dial *506#. That's *506#. Go through the prompts and select the amount of airtime or data you need. It's more than simple. Doing your favorite things on MTN means you don't get interrupted even when you are low on airtime or data. So remember, all terms and conditions apply.
Now, to win every week, football players they need to train for many years. 1xBet players can get on that road to success much faster. Take part in the Jackpot of the Week promo. Go to the promotion page on the site or in the bookmakers application and get a chance to win. No one guarantees that you'll quickly become a millionaire. No. However, success favors only brave ones. So you need to risk and win.
If you don't risk, you can't win.
Yes, register on 1xBet and get a welcome bonus of up to 2,650 cedis with promo code GA Jackpot. The way the man is looking at me, you want 2,650?
We have let one slip through. We have given away a birthday to someone who's not celebrating their birthday.
They should enjoy it.
Yes, but we have to correct it. So, as it turns out, Nana Isifwa Tamaklo, Marketing and Corporate Affairs Director of Absa Bank Ghana, is being congratulated on winning the coveted CIMG Marketing Practitioner of the Year award. We were all there when Nana Tamaklo was awarded. Yes.
You know what,
congrats to Nana, but it's not Nana's birthday.
That is just like celebrating your birthday, though.
It kind of is. It's a gift, isn't it? Yes, but on her birthday, we'll celebrate her as well.
That's right.
All right then. So the Joy Sports Center continues.
Thank you very much, Kojo. Good morning to you. Good morning to all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentuo Tahiru Fentuo. Coming up this morning.
Thomas Muller against Birya Melling. It's still Thomas Muller, and still it's 2-1 Bayern. Cal slams it home. Looping corner, met in the air by Leo Ostergaard and hit by Valverde. it's an absolute bullet. It's a goal befitting of any great occasion, and this has been a fantastic occasion. Frankowski. Oh, fabulous! A first-time finish for El Yawahi and a lost lead against Arsenal midway through the second half. Davison Sanchez heading it forward. Amrabat has played Icardi onside. This time he does it. Old Trafford stunned amidst the sea of Turkish delight.
That's right. We'll review a night of dramatic action in the UEFA Champions League where both Man United and Arsenal lose their games. Of course, we'll look ahead to tonight's matches as well. Also, PGMOL finally released the audio conversation between the referees in that controversial 2-1 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur, where Liverpool had a legitimate goal overruled. All of that coming up. First, though, chefs de mission from 32 African countries are in Ghana to participate in a workshop ahead of the 13th Africa Games scheduled to take place in Accra next year. The workshop is an important aspect of the organization of the Games, which allows the CDMs to apprise themselves with the operational infrastructure of the host city. The workshop came at the end of an inspection tour of facilities at the University of Ghana, Legon and Boteman ahead of next year's event. Here's the LOC chair, Dr. Kweku Ofosi Asari.
The CDMs play a major role, a very significant and important role in the organization of the Games. They are very much concerned about the welfare and the well-being of athletes. They are here critically, and their focal point is the athlete. Have we made the necessary arrangement? Are we providing the necessary logistics to ensure that the athletes who will come will enjoy their stay here, and that will also assist them, give up their best in the best interest of the Games.
That's the LOC chairman for the Africa Games, Dr. Kweku Ofosu Asari. Meanwhile, Vice Chairman of the National Olympic Committees of Africa, ANOCA, William Blake, has lauded Ghana's decision to put up the Boteman Sports Complex for the Games and says it will position the country as a sports hub on the continent.
I must say I am personally very impressed, especially with the initiative to build a new sports facility at what's the name of the
Boteman.
At Boteman. I think it's a world-class facility. It could probably be the only facility in Africa, and I think Egypt is also doing something much bigger. But I must commend the president of Ghana for that initiative. That's going to totally transform Ghana as a sporting hub. So I'm very, very impressed that Ghana as a country is putting up a very big legacy for African sport.
William Blake is the vice chair for ANOCA. Football next, and the chairman of the Ghana League Clubs Association, Kujo Fiano, is advocating for an unbiased electoral process in the imminent GFA elections scheduled for tomorrow in Tamale. Fiano emphasizes Galka's dedication to fostering a peaceful environment as delegates prepare to choose the next batch of administrators for the country's football governing body.
To our esteemed football administrators, club owners, footballers, and all other industry players, the Ghana League Clubs Association, GALCA, extends its heartfelt appreciation for your unwavering commitment to the advancement of football in Ghana. GALCA also commends the club owners across all divisions who, despite the challenging economic climate, have remained steadfast in their investment of time, resources, and energy in the world of football. GALCA extends best wishes to all candidates and calls for a fair and transparent electoral process to select leaders who will contribute to the growth of football in Ghana.
GALCA chair Kujo Fiano. Now, England international Danny Welbeck has revealed he was booed at Wembley when he came off the bench to play for the Three Lions against Ghana in an international friendly in 2011. Welbeck, whose parents are both Ghanaian, could have played for the Black Stars, but he chose to represent England instead. He's now revealed that he had mixed feelings playing for England against Ghana in that game.
It was mad. It was like a bittersweet sort of moment. Obviously, I'd walk out at Wembley, you know, coming on the sidelines, and I got loads of like family friends, family in the stands. All my family is here, and I'm hearing boo, boo when Welbeck's coming on. I'm like, yo, thinking this is mad. And him there, speaking to my cousins after the game, he's like, yeah, we were booing you when you was coming on and that.
Danny Welbeck there. Now, one player who chose to play for the Black Stars over a European nation, though, is Kevin Prince Boateng. He has now confessed that he lied about Lionel Messi being the best player in the world so he could wear the Barcelona jersey. The former AC Milan star played alongside the Argentine veteran during his loan spell at the Catalan Giants in the 2018-2019 season. However, in an interview with the 5 UK podcast, Boateng disclosed that he was compelled to say Messi was the best in order to continue as a Barca player.
I supported like Hertha Berlin, where I was born, and then Blaugrana, Barcelona fans gonna hate me now, but Real Madrid. I couldn't say that in the press conference. They told me like never say that, because otherwise we can't play you. Like literally, I said, what you mean? He's like, no, you can't, because 2 years before I had an interview when I played in Las Palmas, and they asked me who's the best player in the world. I said, and this was Ronaldo in the Galaxy, Messi, and then they asked me your favorite club, and I said Real Madrid. Wow. So they grabbed.
Nobody brought that up.
No, they did. The first question was that.
Wow.
The first question was, who's your favorite club? I said Barcelona. And they said, who's the best player in the world? They said Messi.
Yeah. Very interesting stuff from Kevin Prince Boateng. Let's do Champions League football now.
Davison Sanchez heading it forward. Amrabat has played Icardi onside. This time he does it. Old Trafford stunned amidst the sea of Turkish delight. And that should be it, really. That is the end of the game. Just listen to the reaction from the Manchester United fans. It is a new low in a season of depth. A night when Manchester United twice led but lost.
Interesting. United's woeful season went from one damaging loss to another as Galatasaray took advantage of some calamitous defending to clinch a comeback Champions League win at Old Trafford. 10-Man United led twice through young striker Rasmus Højlund, but the hosts could only hold on to the advantage for a combined 10 minutes as first Old Boy Wilfred Zaha, then Karim Artikoglu leveled, all before Mauro Icardi missed a penalty and then made amends when he chipped Andre Onana for a 3-2 win. The Man United boss Erik ten Hag chastised his players after the game and said some leaders in the team need to step up.
We have to be more smart in such moments, and as a manager I have to give the team tools what to do in such circumstances. Definitely we have to play more compact and be more smart and then keep the ball in such moments. We have to talk about, I have to give them the instructions what to do, but also in togetherness with the team, and then some leaders have to stand up and take control in the situation.
Man United 0 points after 2 games in the Champions League. Here's the Man United forward, the former Man United forward Wilfred Zaha, who scored his first ever Champions League goal last night.
It sounds amazing. It's stuff I've dreamed of. Obviously, finally get into this place where I can showcase my talent in front of the whole world. So it's massive for me. It's literally a very emotional moment for me because there's things that I've stayed up watching games, and it's like this is where I want to be at, and tonight is just an amazing moment for me.
That's Wilfred Zaha there. It scored for Galatasaray last night. Elsewhere, French side Lens, they came from behind to shock Arsenal 2-1 in the Champions League. Gabriel Jesus scored first before Lens turned it around with goals from Adrian Thomasing and Eli Wahi. Yes, the Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice.
No, I think we can completely control it. We absolutely dominated it in terms of the ball. It's just, like I said, both boxes was the key. You know, they scored 2 great goals. We couldn't actually break down in the end their back 5, which is really tough to play against, especially when we keep the ball so well. And teams sit so deep, and obviously the gaps ain't really there as much. So you're relying off, different things. But look, we'll take the positives and also we'll take the negatives. And I think it's good for us tonight as a team to have that loss, because we can bounce back, see where we can improve, and next time we play them.
That's Declan Rice. Jude Bellingham further enhanced his status as Real Madrid's star player, scoring and assisting as they beat Italian champions Napoli 3-2 at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. The England international has now scored 8 goals in 9 games for the Los Blancos. Incredible. Later tonight, Newcastle United and Man City are both in action. Newcastle welcome Paris Saint-Germain to the St. James's Park, looking for their first win of the campaign, and defender Kieran Trippier is relishing the battle against Kylian Mbappe.
This is football. These are levels that you want to play at. Playing in the Champions League, playing against the best players, best teams. But Paris have got unbelievable players in the team, so of course we need to recognise that Mbappe is one of the best players in the world, but they've got quality all over the pitch. We can't be too fixed on them. We need to play our way because on our day, I think we can hurt anyone.
That's Kieran Trippier there. Defending champions Man City, they head to Germany to face RB Leipzig. Defender Ruben Dias admits no game is easy because City have a target on their back.
We've had that target before. We still have it now. So to come into this club is to kind of know that you will always have that target because you're one of the best teams in the world, and everyone wants to win against the best. But obviously, in terms of having that feeling going everywhere we go, obviously we feel that the club is growing, people are joining, and.
That's Ruben Dias. Leipzig versus Man City is live on Hits 103.9 FM and Joy 99.7 FM from 7 p.m. tonight. There's also Atletico versus Feyenoord. Dortmund take on AC Milan and Porto take on Barcelona. And just before we go, Liverpool, of course, the audio recordings of discussions between the match officials around Luis Diaz's disallowed goal against Tottenham have been made public. The video assistant referee Darren England did not overrule when Diaz was wrongly flagged offside. In the audio, England says the check is perfect before swearing when he realizes a mistake has been made. Now, PGMOL said the error was a result of a lapse of concentration and loss of focus. And that's all the latest from the world of sports here on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentu Tahiru Fentu.
Doing gets you learning. Learning starts you wondering. Wondering triggers thinking. Thinking becomes planning. Planning evolves to trying. After trying, you're succeeding, winning, owning. Now, doing that starts with outdoing your limits. Outdo them all with MTN. So, what are we doing today?
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Hi, and welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator expert. Economist Professor Peter Kwate has criticized Ghana's procurement system, saying it is promoting corruption. According to him, the country's procurement system needs to be checked and reviewed to ensure value for money and accountability of government expenditure. The National Pensions Regulatory Authority has rolled out a new supervisory model that is expected to help safeguard contributions of workers and protect the sector from shocks. This move has been influenced by the impact of the debt exchange program on the sector, and the Ghana Stock Exchange placed 9th in dollar terms among 15 stock market in Africa ending September this year. That's all for Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, we stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
And Anointed Electricals Engineering Services is into sales of ultra silent. That's the key word, ultra, as in is beyond the ordinary. Super silent generators from 5 kVA to 3,000. No. 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA, and they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. There's more you should know though. They also have in stock genuine spare parts for all kinds of various and generators, and also do generator rentals. So if you don't buy immediately or you need it for a program, you can also rent from them. You can now locate us on the new Kasua branch at Galilee Park in East Legon. You can locate us also on the Lagos Avenue Road, and this is opposite Tom Rick Hotel in Tema. You can locate us at the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and at Odoko, where we have our main office, number 77 Anointed House of the Odoko Malam Road. Now, there are 4 places I've mentioned, right? You should take note of them. So if you're in Kaswa, the branch which is at Galilee Park is the new one. At East Legon, we are looking at the Lagos Avenue Road, opposite Tom Rick Hotel, and also in Tema, we are talking about Tema General Hospital. There's also the Odoko Malam one, number 77 Anointed House. That's the entire building that you see there, that big one, the Anointed House. We have branches nationwide. Contact us on that hotline, 0243 480 334, 0243 480 334. Anointed, the generator experts.
All right, well, listen, today on the Super Morning Show, a couple of things on our minds. First of all, the motorway, it's being patched, right? And we're wondering whether, if you have used that motorway recently, whether you think what is being done will solve the problem. How has the traffic been during the patching exercise? How has it affected your commute? I want to hear all about it. Use the hashtag JoySMS when you post on X, and we will share your thoughts with the world. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and the Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. GTP, life styled.
What's been your emergency today, this week, this month? Do you have an emergency? Yes.
Always.
Always
Every day is an emergency.
But I mean, some have police emergencies, others have fire emergencies, others have medical emergencies. But many Ghanaians don't know their emergency numbers. Well, here's one you would want to remember for life. Star 770 hash. Again, star 770 hash is the new EcoBank money emergency number. Star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, funds transfers, and also utility payment, airtime and data purchases, and so much more, even without data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Indeed. All right. Now, Franco Trading has taken delivery of some amazing tech. First, they've got the CCTV cameras that have on-screen display menus, so you can configure them very easily. They have chest freezers and fridges, washing machines, all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs from 32 to 55 inches, and the Franco air conditioner, which comes in 1.5, 2 liter and 1.52 and 2.5 horsepower. Did I say liter? Enjoy up to 40% discounts online in all shops across the country. Download the Franco Trading app on the Play Store or just go to francotrading.com. Don't pick our number from Google, okay? That's what Franco Trading is saying. Call them on 0246 422 338 or 0555 939 311. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone. Yeah. All right, so what's on big stories this morning, Ray?
So we're actually looking at the very biggest problems we have in this country, which has been the motorway all through. But beyond the motorway, we're also having a conversation about something that's our priority. There's a crisis, a silent crisis, because most people get to know they have kidney problems when they have gone to the hospital or it's gone to a very terrible stage. Some wait till their feet are swollen and they feel extremely uncomfortable. That's when they get to know. That's extreme stage, sometimes an irreparable stage that needs to be worked on. We need to let the people of this country know that this crisis ought to be dealt with properly. Today, we are looking at the solutions. We'll be discussing every single element from it, from how the systems are insufficient to deal with it, how expensive is it for people to get the kind of care that they get. And see, if you listen to that 15-year-old, no proper 21st century state should have a 15-year-old citizen suffer, cry for help, and in such a painful manner. And it's obvious the girl is in excruciating pain. She's unsure where she's going to get the money to continue this life-saving process of dialysis. And this is something that we should do something about. We should be able to work out a policy or a direction for people so that they feel that there's something great about being Ghanaian, even if they're not getting everything that they want. Merely being able to survive, not living a luxurious life, is what they are asking for. And that's the crux of our conversation. What options have been on the table? Why have we not implemented these options all these years? What is the way forward for the people who would want, by no fault of theirs largely, to live a normal life, and yet they are being deprived of the quality of life that most of us take for granted? And I say most of us because when you woke up this morning, you probably got into your car, you did everything, you used the washroom and everything, without caring about how your body was going to get rid of some other things from its bloodstream. Some people cannot do the same thing. They will need a machine to do the job of their kidneys. And that is an expensive process. Aside all the other things it comes with, it's an expensive process you're unable to pay for. And I heard a story that some just pack and go. They just say, take your tubes off and let me go.
Yeah.
What are they going? They're either going to resort to some pastor in some corner with the hope that they get deliverance from somewhere.
Or some herbal concoction that will worsen.
Oh, they basically will go, because they do not have any options on the table for them. We are in a century that should, let's prioritize human life. Because the quality of life that people live is important. At least let the experience on this earth be something that's worthwhile cherishing in the first place. So that's why we are focusing on what can be done now, and perhaps in the medium and the long term, to deal with this problem, this crisis, effectively. We're not just talking about the preventive measures, we'll be talking about it all through. We have people who are struggling every single day to raise the thousands of cedis they need to raise to actually deal with a small problem that many people have taken for granted in other countries, because it's part of the health system and they deal with it smoothly. They don't have to fight for living around that end. I mean, if you spoke to somebody in the UK and asked the person, oh, so how much are you paying for dialysis treatment? They'll look at you as some strange person. They'll think that you don't know what you're talking about, because it is free there. With the NHS system.
Yeah.
How is it that we have an NHIS system unable to take care of some of these things? Should we divert all the amount of money from that COVID levy that nobody really knows how it's going to be utilized or how it's being utilized into saving the lives of our people? Is it a worthwhile exercise? Should we be diverting monies that we abuse on useless building or less useful, God's sleeping places? For us to get some of these things sorted out properly, so that people can feel that there's something wonderful about being Ghanaian.
Yeah.
If we can't solve all our problems, we can give a meaning to the lives of our people. Let us not hear any 15-year-old cry this kind of cry to the people of this country when it's just about dialysis.
Yeah. Absolutely not. All right. By the way, very quickly, if you're experiencing issues with your My Joy Online app, just go to the App Store or Play Store and update it now. Okay, that will fix the problems. The My Joy Online app offers you free videos, podcasts, news, and of course live TV. So just go and update it right now, whether you're having problems or not. Update it so you get the latest version with all its functionality. Quick happy birthday to Mrs. Juliana Johnson Saki of SNIT, Accra Central Branch. This one is from Mrs. Euphemia Anne Marie Amwating.
The legend, you know the legend. Yeah. In broadcasting in the Republic of Ghana, there's only one legend. Ever distinguished, ever qualified, and the greatest of all. The ever distinguished Israeli has done something wonderful in keeping with his legendary
with his
status.
legend status.
Yes. He has done something that many people are very see. I mean, Fentio has been complaining about Edidija for God knows how long. Today we will solve his problem. We will solve his problem because the problem has been solved by the legend.
The legend has done it.
Blessed us wonderfully
with some wonderful entropiums.
Yes. We hope that we win. I mean, can the CIMG start doing their awards every month?
Every week, cry.
Every week. So that we know we are going to win in the for as long as it maintains this status.
Thank you so
anyway,
much.
So we are very grateful to you. Honorable legend.
That's right. One more very special birthday wish is coming through. It's to Ashok, who is Group CEO of Mohinani. So this one is coming from the staff of KFC, Electromart, Polytank, Somoko Company, and all the brands under the Mohinani umbrella. All right, then. So we've just heard what big stories are all about, and big stories are brought to you this morning by Vodafone. Further together, Latex Foam, your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
Now, October is that Vodafone Care Month, right? A month dedicated to celebrating our cherished customers as we join the world to celebrate Customer Service Week. We say thank you for being part of the Vodafone Ghana family. Your continued thrust, patronage, and also faith in us drives our passion to serve you better each day. There will be lots of cash, data, airtime, and other surprise for all customers during this Vodafone Care Month. Keep using my Vodafone app, Toby, and also all our digital channels to enjoy these amazing rewards. Vodafone Care Month, hashtag team service, and also hashtag live digital Vodafone. Further together.
That's right. Now, are you looking for a sofa? Doesn't matter what type, 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater, L-shaped, or whatever. Crafted to the finest detail and available in various colors for your home, office, or hotel, right? Well, if that's what you want, if you want comfort, durability, quality, perfect finishing, then it's got to be Latex Foam, your one-stop shop, whatever your choice or budget. Buy from the best, not imitated. Buy Latex Foam. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
When you buy the wonderful Latex Foam stuff, you know where you're going to put it, right? You need a luxurious place where comfort, where luxury meets comfort, put it. So
correct.
I'm welcoming you very wonderfully, my good friend with good taste, to Belmonte.
Hallelujah.
If you are in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area of Lagos Avenue. The Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. Whether you're looking for an executive studio suite or a cozy one-bedroom apartment, that spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we have you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte also offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why wait? Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today by contacting 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015. Belmonte is developed by CPL.
I just got this text message. It says, Kojo, I use the motorway and the pothole filling is even a disgrace. It feels like some primary school children playing with bitumen on the motorway. It's sad. And in as much as it is better, some holes are still there and are dangerous with rods sticking out. Well done to Joy for leading on this. Please don't stop the campaign, please.
Certainly we'll have to continue. Well, I almost said that even in doing the ordinary things, we do it wrong. I mean, but hopefully we can fix that part too and make sure we get better at patching potholes and making sure that we maintain our roads the best way. In fact, that was the entire idea of taking road tolls those days, right?
Yeah.
The entire idea when we were scammed into believing that our problems on the road toll level will be solved with the introduction of e-levy. Because for some reason, so yes, now e-levy is here.
Solved to the extent that they could even scrap road tolls
100%
and still fix our motorways.
Yeah, but yes, all the promises were made. We just want you to fix that motorway at least for now. I mean, sometimes you don't need to pretend that you are fixing all problems at a go. You don't need to pretend that you are building all the hospitals in the country. You need to start from somewhere. You need to start giving solutions that are tangible so that people can see it. It's not always that you want to do the saw cutting and all of the other fanciful things you do around projects. It is your basic responsibility and respect you to do it. So I want to hear more from the people who are using the motorway this morning. Are you having a better experience?
Absolutely.
Is it improving or worsening your quality of life? Which is also one of the conversations we're having around how dialysis patients are suffering. Those with chronic kidney disease are suffering in the Republic of Ghana.
And that's all coming up on Big Stories on the CIMG radio program of the year.
Endorsed.
The Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Ajwa, the online page for the new business account was in shambles yesterday. We lost the page.
Tell me about it.
We started off very confident, and then the office broadband went down. When we set up the hotspot from the phone to reconnect, the data allocation also got finished.
You are joking.
I wish. The meeting room was hot. Kobe quickly tried calling them to give us some more time, but he had no airtime. Total chaos. They also gave us feedback that our website didn't have enough information. How can you run a business this way and hope to grow?
Oh dear.
Your business communication can be way better than this. Vodafone One Business is a complete communications package that gives you broadband with data transfer to mobile phones, mobile package with free calls among employees, landline with free calls and website design plus domain name registration. At Vodafone Business, we understand that strong connections within your business lead to success. Call 050-777-9000 or sign up by sending an email to sme@vodafone.com. Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from latex foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
Some banks treat you like this. Others like this. But at Access Bank, we treat you like this. Why settle for less when the best customer experience starts and ends at Access Bank? We are always on call all week from Monday to Sunday to offer you the best financial advice and solutions. It's not just talk, it's about time you experienced it too. Visit any Access Bank branch today or call us toll free 0800 00 4400.
Access Bank, more than banking.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it, you gon' enjoy it. Hit my Branding check. Hit my Branding check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us. Okay.
Yes, if you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service. Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go. Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything? Anointed, the generator experts.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with you.
Hey, trips that you plan for the next whole week, bands too long for
we're about to dig into our big stories, but not before we catch up quickly with some friends of ours who have stopped by the studio. Okay, so let's say good morning to the manager for mortgage business at Republic Bank Ghana PLC, Frank Opong Yeboah. Frank, what a pleasure to have you. Good morning.
Thank you, Kojo.
Excellent.
Good
We're so
morning.
glad you stopped by.
Good morning to you, and good morning to our listeners and then Republic Bank customers.
Absolutely. Now, I'm really happy you're here because we've been seeing this ultra low interest on CD mortgages, and you guys, of course, you are the mortgage masters of mortgages.
Thank you.
And I'm seeing this ultra low interest on CD mortgages. Frank, I beg, tell us what it's all about.
Kojo, we have realized an upsurge in interest rate in Ghana for some time now. Currently, as we speak, GRRs are 31%. And we know that the other banks, what they do is to put their margins on it. So even if a bank puts on 5%, that goes to 36%. And this is making, one, difficult for people to access mortgage. Two, difficult for those who have mortgages to be able to honor their repayments. So we have looked at it. And we said that, look, let's run a promotion from now to the end of January 2024 and give people a rate that is far lower than our conventional rate, which is 28%, far below the...
So at the moment, until now, you've been doing 28%.
That's right.
Which is even lower than the 31.
Exactly so.
Right.
And we are now running a promotion to give people a far lower rate than that from now till the end of January 2024.
That is a golden opportunity.
That's right.
All right. Okay. Who qualifies for this? Who can get this ultra low rate?
Anyone who works and want to access new mortgage to buy his property can do that. Anybody who has a loan with a bank, what actually happening is that if you have a loan with a bank and the interest rate keeps changing, what it means that your repayment will have to change and your balance will also change if you cannot pay the repayment. And so anybody who has a loan with those banks can switch and take advantage of the ultra loan rate that we are given. And then those who also want to access loan now, do we want them to come? We want people to believe that it is still possible to take a loan to buy your houses. That's the secret.
That's fantastic. Listen, if you just tuned in, we're talking to Frank Opong Yeboah. He's a manager of mortgage business at Republic Bank Ghana PLC. Of course, Republic Bank is our partner for the Love FM Habitat Fair, which is coming up very soon. So they are family members.
Yeah.
And Frank has stopped by, and we're trying to find out more about this ultra low interest rate that everybody's talking about. It's a chance for you to get a mortgage at a much lower rate than you ever thought possible.
Exactly.
Okay, so we know there are different types of mortgage products, Frank. So which mortgage products in particular are covered by this ultra low?
In fact, all the mortgage products that Republic Bank has. We have home completion, which is when people want to complete the already started project, because sometimes it takes people about 5 years to 10 to complete their houses. And when you do that, you'll be caught up with price fluctuation and price increases. So we advise people that you can access Republic Bank loan to complete such houses. And then people who need accommodation, a completed property, they can also access the loan and buy completed property and move in. People who have dilapidated property and want to improve upon it can also access the facility. And those who have equity, those who want to access equity loan, the equity loan is those people who have existing loan but have reduced the loan to a significant level and want to take additional money from it to buy another property or to augment their business processes that is there. Or you may not have a loan on the property at all, but you still want to liquidate money from it for other useful purposes. You can also do that. Yeah.
Okay, now I know you mentioned earlier that you can switch your existing mortgage from another
exactly
and then get the ultra low rate.
Exactly.
Tell us how that works. Tell us
it's very simple. I would like to let our listeners know one thing. There are many who have gone ahead to take mortgage loans in dollars and they earn in CDs. That is a killer. You see, what you need to do is that you should not be spending more than 40% of your net income in servicing your mortgage loan.
Yeah.
So if you take a loan in dollars and you are earning cedis, anytime the cedi depreciates, even though you have not borrowed additional money, your loan balance increases by the percentage of depreciation in the cedi. And you can never finish paying for such a loan if you live in a volatile economy like Ghana. And the second one is that if your interest rate is also being changed every day, your repayment will have to change, even though your income has not changed. So for example, today you'll be assessed and then you were paying say 40% of your net income as your mortgage, or 30%. Tomorrow it will move to 45, another time 55. So where are you then? You can't plan with your income. So what we are telling you is that come to Republic Bank. We will give you a new rate, and that rate that we give you will run to the end of the term of the loan, and then you can plan with your income. That is exactly what we are saying.
So this is amazing. You can actually take a foreign currency denominated mortgage and then convert it to a Republic Bank CD mortgage, and then you get the ultra low rate.
Exactly. So those who have other loans, dollar loans, and they earn in CDs, if you come to Republic Bank, we'll convert everything into CDs, and you can plan. You can plan your income.
My brain is calculating the savings, and it's immense.
I'm telling you.
We're talking to Frank Opon-Yeboah. He's the manager of mortgage business at Republic Bank Ghana. Now, Republic Bank is partnering Love FM for the Habitat Fair, which is coming up very soon. Now, Frank, tell us a bit about that. Why did Republic Bank decide to collaborate with Love FM for the Habitat Fair?
Is the brand. Love FM is a strong brand, and Republic, as well as Republic Mortgage. So the idea is to get information across the northern part of the country, Kumasi, Tamale, Techiman, Bolga, Boku, all those areas. Let them know that there's a possibility, and Love FM is able to reach out to all these communities. So we want to partner with them and reach out to all these people and let them know that accessing mortgage is not a mirage. It is true. You can do it, and you don't need to live and be a tenant all your life and be going on retirement and still be building your house. Some people, by the time they finish building their house, they only live in for 5 years and then they are past and gone, and that's very sad. That's very sad. So we are trying to do this, so that anybody, those who live in Kumasi, who live around Kumasi, who live in the northern sector, and those who travel from Accra to Kumasi, we want them to come to Accra City Mall from 6th to 10th to come and participate and enjoy this package.
I know that at fairs like this, there are always special packages and offers. And what can patrons expect when they come to your stand during the fair?
One, what we are trying to do, we are bringing all vendors. So let's say roofing vendors, all manner of vendors, so that when you come in there, it's a one-stop shop. You can buy this, you can buy that. For example, you are trying to build a house, you can have all of them. In fact, even if you don't have the money to buy now, still come, because you can get a contact of those people and then get back to them later on. And then we will also want to have a special discount for people who come in there for the mortgage. And then again, we have trained specialists who will attend to you, calculate your mortgage, how much loan you can buy, how much loan you can get, the type of property it can help you to buy, the location of such properties, so that from there you can make an informed decision. Because many people are thinking, okay, if you say I can access a loan, how much money can I get? You don't know. When you come there, you will get it. What type of property can I buy? You don't know. When you come there, we will tell you. Then you live there. If you are a man, you go and decide with your family. And many people do not also know that they can join with their partners.
Yes.
So you work, your wife has an income, you also have an income, you can join the income together and get a higher loan to buy the kind of house you want. So all this information and many others will be available to you, and thereafter you'll be given contact so that you can contact us and have him be a friend from Republic Bank.
We all need a friend at Republic Bank. Yes, Franco Ponyeboy is our friend. He's the manager of mortgage business at Republic Bank Ghana PLC, and of course, Republic Bank is our partner for the Love FM Habitat Fair. All right, Frank, if there's one thing you want people to take away from this conversation, what would that one thing be?
I would like to say that, first of all, I would like to give our contact so that anybody who would like to contact us can reach out to us. So you can reach out to us on 05401 09901 and 05401 09649, or my home at republicghana.com or customer care at republicghana.com. Kojo, my last message, what I would like to tell everybody is like, let us make hay while the sun is still shining.
That's right. That's right. For Chansati, make hay while the sun is shining. Yeah, that's a message from Republic Bank to us. And of course, they are going to help us make that hay with the ultra low rates on their mortgages. So let's all take advantage. Call them. They'll tell you what the rate is. It's lower than the 28% that you've heard that they are doing. The one that is so cheap. This one is even better. All right. So go talk to them and they'll tell you all about it. Franco Ponyeboy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kojo. Thank you, Kojo. Thank you to your listeners also. Right. Thank you.
Now listen, there's more to come on the show after these.
Radio Program of the Year 2022. Joy FM, Joy Super Morning Show.
Morning Radio. Joy 99.7 FM.
Charlie, Chairman is still not here. What at all could be the issue?
Calm down. I'm sure you'll be here soon. Oh, guys. Sorry I'm late. Koti bab me for road. Sake of my insurance expire. Some long issue, Charlie.
Chairman Pan. Hey, you make Koti bab you sake of you forget to renew your car insurance when you can get your car insurance sticker instantly on Haptel. And best of all, you can set a reminder to renew. Simple matter. Just install the app, enter your car number, and oh la la, your instant insurance sticker is there.
Oh, really? Make I do am now before I forget. But Edemu, Charlie, see. Edemu, insurance sticker need demu one time. I can even renew it every month. Wow. Charlie, as for this one, today, as usual, the sitting is on me.
Visit hoptel.com/app to download your Hoptel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hoptel is everything you.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Come with me. Bask in freedom. There are no deadlines here. Hurry so you can take your time. The sunset from above. A visual buffet. Pictures capture moments. 100 conversations don't exhaust the tale of your new favorite filter. The salt of the sea warm on your dark skin.
I would love to come back here. A truly immersive experience is our reality. South Africa invites you to summer with us. Create your own story with customizable experiences now. Visit southafrica.net. It's never too late to summer in SA.
Welcome to Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
Here are some tips to keep you safe in the digital space as we embark on a journey to safeguard our digital lives together. Undertake regular backup of sensitive and important data. Backups should be carried out on external devices and sources for added security and assurance. It is not advisable to open email attachments from unknown sources. Report cybersecurity incidents promptly to the Cybersecurity Authority by dialing 292. This message is brought to you by the Cybersecurity Authority in partnership with E-Crime Bureau with support from the Pan-African E-Commerce Initiative of GIZ, funded by the German government.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn, no bath, no chop, where it vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Haja, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
Oktoberfest is here again. Ghana's premier 5-star hotel and your CMG hospitality facility of the year. Labadi Beach Hotel brings you another exciting edition of the biggest beer festival in the world, Oktoberfest 2023. Performing live is the Bayern Boys Band from Germany. Catch all the fun with German traditional food and beer at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel on the 6th and 7th of October 2023. For enquiries and reservations, please call 0302-772-501 or 0249-532-866. Oktoberfest Beer Festival. Come, let's party! Stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying
Welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We're coming to you live from our studio here in Kokomlemle, and we are the CIMG radio program of the year. My name is Kojo Youngson. It's so good to bring you the show every day. Today's conversation is vital. We're glad you're able to join us for it. If you're in Kumasi or the Asante region, we're so grateful that you've tuned in to Love 99.5 FM. If you are in the central region, then thank you for choosing ATL 100.5 megahertz. And of course, today's conversation is crucial.
So far as the numbers are concerned, like you rightly said, we believe that some 13% of our population have some form of kidney disease. So if we are assuming averagely we are about over 30 million, some 4 million of us have some form of kidney disease here in Ghana. Now the key thing is that this majority of the 4 million, chances are that will be fine. They might not even get kidney disease or get kidney failure, I should say, and need dialysis. But there's a chunk that might end up doing that.
Sometimes you'll be there on the dialysis machine. Someone will be on your right, on your left. You wake up, one is gone. Just because maybe he delayed for dialysis. And he came in as an emergency, but he couldn't stand to the machine. So we lose the person. Kids are so young at 6 on dialysis. It's sad.
I was devastated myself when they broke the news to me. At a point, I was contemplating suicide because I knew there was no help coming. And I talk to people, they tell me the only way out is transplant. Why am I going to get $40,000 to $70,000?
Yeah, it's the dialysis crisis, and it is gripping the whole nation. A tragic situation which we absolutely should not have found ourselves in. But how did we get here? Who planned or failed to plan our way into this crisis? Who decided that it was a good idea to tax the consumables on life-saving dialysis? Whose idea was it to ensure that across the country we have less than 300 dialysis machines? Who came up with the very clever idea of exempting dialysis from NHIS? And why has it become a matter of dignity, a lack of dignity for people to have to keep calling around, praying for money just to stay alive? Well, today we're going to answer the big questions with our big guests. Kwame Sapon-Asiedu is a research fellow on health with CDD. Dr. Elliot Cranting-Tano is senior lecturer and nephrologist at the Department of Medicine and Dentistry at KNUST. They're both online right now. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Kojo. Good morning.
Indeed. Thank you both so much for joining us. We're getting into that conversation in a moment. But first, a wise man once said, don't just make money, make a difference. And at ABSA, that's what they believe in. They believe in helping you make a difference through their personal loans. With an ABSA personal loan, you can get up to 500,000 Ghana cedis collateral free to finance your personal projects. It's a flexible payment plan of up to 7 years, fixed and competitive interest rates, and the ABSA personal loan is just what you need to open the door to the life you deserve. So visit your nearest ABSA branch or call your personal banker to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Now, sometimes buying your car insurance is not the problem. It's forgetting or remembering to renew it and getting into trouble with the police when you have an accident, and you haven't remembered to renew your insurance. Well, instant car insurance is now on Hubtel. Get your instant car insurance sticker at any time. No long terms. Just install the Hubtel app, enter your car number for your instant insurance sticker. You can also set a reminder for your next renewal date. Go to hubtel.com/app. Okay, hubtel.com/app to install your Hubtel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hubtel is everything you. Okay, so delicious news. The McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit is taking the nation by storm. It can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast, with any beverage of your choice. Now, it's made with whole grain oats packed with fiber and real cereals with a lot less sugar and is delicious and quite nutritious. Very affordable too. So McBerry breakfast cereal will get your kids the perfect snack that they can take to school. Beware of imitations. Remember to go for the original McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit and start your day with a smile. McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit. Goodness for your morning. This advert is FDA approved. And if you want something to dip it in, I suggest Bigo. It's Bigo time, and the Bigo drinks are just your favorite for your friends and family during those special occasions. With Bigo, no wahala for the occasion. And of course, they come in different and captivating flavors: cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon lime, and orange. You get 16 packs or 20 packs, so there's a lot to go around, and you can infuse some color into your life. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo drinks, another quality product from Twillium Industries Limited. This advert is FDA approved. All right, let's get to it. It's the dialysis crisis, and our guests, Kwame Sapon-Asiedu and Dr. Elliot Cranting-Tano. Okay, now I want to start with you, Dr. Tano, because we left off at a point yesterday. And after you started to go into the solutions, which was very gratifying. You gave some suggestions to government on how to deal with this. And one of the things that really stuck with me was that you said we need to start focusing on wellness rather than illness. What did you mean by that?
All right. Thank you very much, Kojo, and good morning to your listeners. Yes, so what I meant was that generally, our healthcare system is basically curative in nature, in the sense that we wait for people to get sick and then they come in and we try to take care of them, which we are all beginning to realize that is expensive. And for that, kidney disease. Right. From that point of view, we are preventing people from getting kidney in the first place. I believe that's cheaper long run. And that is actually what I meant by that. Because of where I realized that most people sit aloof waiting for symptoms. And the difficulty with kidney disease is that by the time the symptoms get in, it is very late. So when we begin to know more about ourselves and begin to find out the state of our health, then if you get to know that, okay, your kidney function has reduced to, let's say, 70%, there are a lot of things we can do to prevent you from getting to the end stages. And that is, for me, where the focus should be on from the beginning. And then the few who will trickle into the end stages, then we will be able to push government to be able to support them.
So, number one, check your kidney health as often as you can. I think that's an important point. Very important point. And
normally, I liken it to, the mobile phone. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it much better. Your mobile phone basically is, you charge it now. I'm not sure what could do yours is now, probably 90-something% with all the call, or 80. If you don't look on your phone to know it has gone to 80% or 70%, you don't know until it gets to that 15, 20, 10%, depending on the kind of phone that you use. Exactly how the kidney works. So can we look on our phone probably around 70% and make sure we do what we have to do to prevent it from getting to that 10% for us to require dialysis? I think that, for me, will be helpful as a nation.
Thank you for that. Now, Kwame, I want to bring you in on this whole wellness concept as well. And you actually, live and work in the UK. And it's a perfect example to use because the British government, spends taxpayers' money to run adverts on TV, to provide for parks and recreational facilities. And they almost make it mandatory for people to take time out of their working schedules to check on their wellness. The idea here being that they want to reduce the burden on their national health insurance scheme. How can Ghana tap into this sort of thinking?
Thanks, Kojo. You see, I like where I've been listening to Dr. Elliot Croughton since yesterday, and I like where he ended. And I want to use a quote that is used widely in wellness thinking. And it said that 20th century medicine was aimed at curing the sick.
Say that again.
20th century medicine was aimed at curing the sick. 21st century medicine is aimed at keeping the population healthy. So you see the paradigm shift. While in the 20th century, we were more interested in curing the sick. In the 21st century, the shift is to keep the population as healthy as possible. And what is meant by that? When you keep the population as healthy as possible, you increase what we call their quality adjusted health years, which basically means of the time they would spend, their life expectancy, how much of it would they be healthy and devoid from hospitalization, chronic diseases, and other things. And any population that has a high quality adjusted health years is generally a productive population. They have high GDPs, they have higher, tax to population ratios, and things like that. So countries like the UK, like Finland, like Norway, who've seen this, have said we do not need to allow the population to go in when they are unwell, because once you push somebody into secondary, tertiary, or quaternary care, it costs the society more. So we need to keep them in primary care as much as possible. And how do you keep them in primary care? By identifying the diseases that affect them at an early stage. So, for example, like you rightly said, once your 40th birthday hits in the UK, you get a letter to your letterbox which says go for a health check, where everything is checked, from your eyes, diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, everything. You are done cholesterol, you go for a health check. And subsequently, you are advised to periodically, for example, if you have a history of glaucoma in your family, you get a letter from your opticians once every year to say, come and get your eye checked and other things, because the cost of repairing someone's what you call optic nerve is much higher than the cost of preventing the optic nerve from getting damaged. The cost of blindness to the population is much higher than if the person can see and can work. So these are the mentalities that go on in societies that are positive when it comes to health and are looking at it. But for you to do those things, you need to be able to look at your disease burden trends. And I remember again, Dr. Okorti said it yesterday, he was talking about the fact that renal disease is the forgotten chronic disease in our country.
Yeah.
And that is worrying, because if you look at our disease burden trends from, let's say, 2009 to current, you realize that yes, still malaria is the leading cause of death in our country, but its contribution to our death toll has dropped by 64.3%. Right?
Yeah.
On the contrary, you see things like ischemic heart disease, which were 7 in 2009, are now 5th, and their contribution has increased by 3.5%. So when that is happening and you get one thing dropping and another thing increasing, that is when policymakers must start looking at how do we prevent ischemic heart disease from becoming a problem. The same thing can be said for renal disease. If we know, based on Dr. Franchin's research, that about 15,000 Ghanaians have to be on dialysis, but only 2,000 are on. The question is, how do we identify the missing 13,000? And to identify the missing 13,000, you need to ask yourself, what is the target of identifying the 13,000? Is it just identifying them and putting them on dialysis? Or saying that if we identify the 13,000, we put processes in place to identify people who are getting diminished renal function to about 70-80% and intervene early to prevent them from going on dialysis.
Yeah.
And these are the things that drive countries with a positive outlook to keeping their populations healthy and are missing from our approach to health. And I'll end on this note. Is it not a bit naive that you would put taxes on dialysis consumables, the machines and all that, and even products like epoetin and the medicines that they take routinely, when you are technically taxing only 2,000 people? How much is that contribution of those 2,000 people to our tax, envelope? Is it worth it? And these are the things that we need to ask ourselves and then plan positively towards keeping our people healthy. So that is the distinction that I wanted to make.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me think of our health-seeking habits as a people. And Dr. Tano, I mean, you deal with kidney patients, not just in your research, but in your daily work as well. What are your observations about our health-seeking habits? I mean, obviously, men are worse at it than women. That seems to be the case all around the world. But we have strange practices as well. For example, I know no other place in the world where someone can sit next to a stranger in a car, and then maybe the stranger will notice a funny rash on their skin and say, oh, my son had this. You go and buy this medicine from this person. When you go, tell them that I said you should come. And then the person will actually do it. A stranger has recommended medicine for them, and they will actually go and buy it and put it on their skin or swallow it or do whatever it is with it. And God knows what these things are doing to their kidneys. So much as we are, first of all, not doing the proper thing and going for the proper checkups and all that, we are also very trusting of unreliable or unconfirmed health advice. How do we combat that to ensure that we don't end up putting too much burden on our kidneys, Dr. Tano?
Stranger, example that you gave, I will give a practical scenario that actually happened in the hospital, where a young woman who actually was operating a shop, she was selling, and this gentleman passes by, of course, mentions all sort of conditions, which definitely will include one of the conditions this lady probably had. And, she bought the medication, and in 4 hours, she was admitted to Komfanochi Teaching Hospital.
Wow.
We got involved because there was something in the blood, which when the labs came, it was so low that she had so weak, and that was potassium. Now, one of the key things, with our body is that we need things to be normal. When people get kidney disease, their potassium actually goes up because the body cannot clear it from the body.
Yeah.
So I actually got intrigued that what did this gentleman sell to this patient for the potassium to drop that quickly in such a period of time? Because I thought, okay, maybe there's something that can help, potassium to come down. But the key thing was that I asked her, do you know this gentleman? I said, Doc, I've never seen him before. Do you know where his shop is? I don't know where his shop is. If we want to locate him to find out what he gave to you, can we? He said no. And I was like, you were that trusting to put something in your mouth from somebody. You don't know the qualification, you don't know where he's coming from, you don't know where he stays. And indeed, when you even come to the hospital and we sometimes give you medications that are researched into, the ordinary Ghanaian will not even take it. That is the irony of the situation. So to answer your substantive one, our healthcare seeking behavior is so worrying. The gentleman you spoke to yesterday, you realized that most of them told you that, they were fine. And one kept on saying, I was active. To mean that if you are active, it means you are healthy.
Yeah.
Which is not true. The fact that you can go about your activities does not mean you are healthy. I have seen a lot of people rushed into Komfanochi, for instance, in their working gear. They were fine. They've always been fine until we realized that blood pressure is 240, 140. And he's developed a stroke or he's developed kidney disease and so on and so forth. We should get into the habit of knowing our numbers, I said yesterday. We need to know the numbers. You cannot walk around knowing your shoe size, knowing your waist size, your breast size, and not know your weight. And not know your sugar level, and not know your blood pressure, and not know your kidney function.
Right. Dr. Tano, if we can have you reposition yourself a little bit. The signal is a bit unsteady. So while Dr. Tano is repositioning himself, Kwame, I wonder if you have anything to weigh in on this issue of our health-seeking habits.
It's sad. You see, you need to also look at it from this point. You know that I normally like to drill down to the data. So we collect data on the average number of times a Ghanaian would visit a clinician in a year.
Yeah.
As at 2021, which is the latest data the Ministry of Health has, our patient per capita, which is the number of times on average a Ghanaian would visit a health practitioner, was 1.13, which means the average Ghanaian seeks healthcare once a year.
Wow.
Once a year. Yeah. This is official government data. Ordinarily, it should be about 4, which means you would seek healthcare once every quarter.
Every quarter.
Because you know that sometimes for the very young, for children, it might be once every 2 months or as they are growing because they go away and all. And then for the elderly, and then for teenagers, it may drop to maybe once a year or something like that because they are more robust. So when you put it all together, you need to have about 4 times a year. And 4 times a year becomes normal for anyone who goes past the age of 40 because you want to know your numbers. Maybe you check your blood pressure, your sugar every quarter to see how things are going. Ours is 1.13. We do not have any data that tells us how many people see quacks, priests, fetishes, and traditional medicine. We don't have any data on it. Yet, all you need to do is to go to any of our markets or to bus stops and you see all these things being sold. So I'd say there is a cultural dimension also to our health seeking behavior, and there is a regulatory dimension to it as well. Because Our constitution and our laws, our public health, doesn't allow someone who's unwell to be taken to a church or to a shrine. But it happens in full glare of everybody. Sometimes you can even hear on some radio networks that some of these people are advertising openly that they can cure all manner of disease. So it becomes very difficult when you are trying to solve a problem that has cultural underpinnings. Because the only way you can do it is to strengthen the regulatory and educational underpinnings. We seem not to be doing either. We are not educating people on the need to seek proactive healthcare, not to seek reactive. That I'm unwell and I'm going into hospital. As against proactive, oh, I'm going to check what my blood pressure is. We are not having that education. It's not part of our civic activities that we routinely do. The best you see is that, what do you call it, say, a hospital, a church, or a Muslim mission organizing something like health checks or something because they are doing an activity. But we do not carry it through to the end. And for me, that is where we should start from. We should start from education and regulatory enforcement.
I want
if
to bring
we do that, then we can change the cultural thing.
Thanks for that. I want to bring back Dr. Tano. I think we've cleared up that line now. Dr. Tano, you were making an important point there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know where I lost you, but what I was trying to say is that we should know our numbers as individuals. Now, if we know our shoe size, if we know probably our bra size, our waist size, or whatever it is like, we should always know our numbers. Now, indeed, you cannot walk around not knowing what your weight is, because you might not know that now for the past 1 week now you are gaining a lot of weight for which you need to do something about it. You don't check your blood pressure, you would not know that blood pressure is like 240 or 2 whatever, until sometimes you are lucky and it gives you headache. Most of these chronic non-communicable diseases, unfortunately, they don't give symptoms. So if we are in a culture where somebody will tell you that, oh, doctor, I don't get sick. So I have never been, in fact, they get excited saying, I have never visited a facility before. And the first time you are seeing them, they have gotten something very chronic, which they are going to need some medication or some intervention that is super expensive. Which I believe that if we had seen them a year ago or 2 years ago, probably would have been able to change the dynamics. We need to be careful about our health. We need to know that without health as a country, we are nothing. We cannot do anything without our health. And a lot of people talk without even talking about the fact that they need their health to be able to do whatever they want to do. So if we are factoring all the things, our budgeting, how many of us put budgeting and say that, okay, I probably my cholesterol, for instance, my blood pressure once a year or once in 6 months or whatever. No, we don't do that. No. Until you are told you have a condition that requires that you take medication, let's say every month, then you put it in your budget. Otherwise, as a young person, you go like, okay, I am fine. I never get checked until one day you are carried to our facility, probably in your work gear. And the point is that sometimes when these things happen, we blame deity and we blame some old mother sitting somewhere for something. I keep saying that sometimes we make, the spirituality more like important. Of course, spirituality is important, but the point is, if you just check your blood, has come here and taking medication to get here. And indeed, for kidney disease, we ride on the diabetes, the hypertension. So when we check these things, we prevent ourselves from getting disease in the long run.
Right. If you just joined us, we're talking to Kwame Sapon-Asiedu. He's a research fellow on health with CDD. Dr. Elliot Kranting Tano is a senior lecturer and nephrologist at the Department of Medicine, School of Medicine and Dentistry, KNUST. We're talking, of course, about the dialysis crisis, and today we're looking at solutions. We started off by talking about wellness, pursuing wellness rather than curing illness. Okay, so we've talked about our health-seeking habits as Ghanaians and how abysmal those habits are. When we come back, we'll start looking at how to turn things around. We'll get our two guests, Kwame Sapon-Asiedu and Dr. Tano, to actually address the government. We know they are listening. We will address them directly. We will tell them what they ought to do Now that we are here because of what they failed to do. Stay with us. We're back after this.
To blend together.
MyBest.com.gh.
Play for fun, enjoy the game.
MyBest.com.gh.
Join today on a bonus spending.
MyBest.com.gh.
Come together, make we play.
MyBest.com.gh.
Say share better.
Yes, simple.
Games are hold on.
Yes, simple.
Pay out so.
Yes, simple.
Right better, man.
Yes, simple.
Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
Today.
Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
MyBest.com.gh.
Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
To the shining sea, where the airline that sets you free with the rhythm of Africa. Together we reach our goal. So fly high, so bright on our wings, we will reach the place of the Africa world. We're gonna take you there.
By popular request, I'm inviting you to join Latina Travel and Tours on a 7-day prayer pilgrimage to Israel. Be prepared to be baptized in the Jordan River by our special pastor and also pray at the Wailing Wall. We will visit Jericho, Bethlehem, Tiberias, Nazareth, and many more enchanting holy sites that will linger on and on. You can choose and register for any of the following trips. First trip, 15th to the 22nd of October 2023. Second trip, 19th to the 26th of November 2023. Rate $3,600 single per person and $3,200 double per person. Package includes visa, flight, hotel, tours, and many more. Call and book your space now on 0244-260-789 or 0558-120-400 or visit Latina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge. Media partners Sunny TV, Sunny FM, and Joy FM.
Come with me. Bask in freedom. There are no deadlines here. Hurry so you can take your time. The sunset from above. A visual buffet. Pictures capture moments. 100 conversations don't exhaust the tale of your new favorite filter. The salt of the sea warm on your dark skin.
I'd love to come back here. A truly immersive experience is our reality. South Africa invites you to summer with us. Create your own story with customizable experiences now. Visit southafrica.net. It's never too late to summer in SA.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4
all numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gamepackgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Pack Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Pack Games. More moolah, more power.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, women walk, being kicked around since I was born. Never tolerate, I'm okay, and you may look the other way, but we can try to understand the New York Times of make no man. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking.
That's right. It's 16 past 9. Welcome back to the Super Morning Show on Joy. All right, our conversation is all about the dialysis crisis. Our guests Kwame Sapon-Asiedu and Dr. Elliot Cranting Tano are trying to help us identify the ways forward, how to fix this crisis. We're advising those who are in a position to make decisions that will make life easier for the population who are increasingly falling victim to death as a result of the inability to afford acute kidney failure treatment, and by treatment I mean dialysis. Of course, we've already identified our poor health-seeking habits as one of the reasons, and you can see the economics behind it as well. I mean, health-seeking habits, proper ones, are expensive. So we'll be talking about that as well, and then we'll be looking at how we can advise government to make the decisions that will make life easier for us. Stay tuned. That's all coming up. But first, Access Bank's Womenpreneur Pitchathon competition is back for season 5. So are you a woman between 18 and 45 years of age? Are you a woman with a passion for agriculture? Do you own or do you know a woman who owns an agriculture business? Then listen, this is your opportunity to take your business to the next level. Be part of the 5th edition of the Access Bank Womenpreneur Pitchathon competition. You could win a share of 1 million Ghana cedis worth of prizes. The prizes include cash, business training, web design, publicity, and so much more. The application will end on the 15th of October 2023. So go to ghana.accessbankplc.com to register now. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, call 080000 4400. It's toll free, so you can speak to a dedicated relationship officer in the women banking team. Access W, inspiring, connecting, empowering. Now, listen, we're always talking about water, but look, do we know enough about the water we drink? With Verna purified water, you're not only guaranteed the pleasure of satisfying your thirst, you are also assured of water that is purified using a series of filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization, and ozonation to meet the standard quality your body needs. Now, with over 100,000 bottles consumed every day, Verna purified water has gained acceptance as the #1 water brand in Ghana today. Now, with every bottle of Verna water that you consume, you directly contribute to impacting lives through the Verna Changing Lives initiative. From its orphanage project to the drilling of boreholes, surgery, payments, and payment of fees for brilliant but needy students, Verna Purified Water continues to support many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Verna Purified Water, and enjoy the pure, refreshing taste. Verna Purified Water is recommended by the Ghana Medical Association. Verna Purified Water, changing people's lives. This advert is FDA approved. Now, do you like the sound of free? Yeah, I know you do. Just register with Pride Bet and you get to enter the free daily sports quiz to win 25,000 Ghana cedis every day. So what are you waiting for? Go to pridebet.com.gh now to play. All new players also get a 100% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bra Yendia Gro wo Pride Bet. Pride Bet, let's go. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Pride Bet, 1 city and a dream is also going on. All you need for your 1 city and a dream is the bet code for weekday games, Tuesday and Wednesday games. You log into pridebet.com.gh and you click on Bet Slip. Now, if you don't have a Pride Bet account, you can register now. And in the Bet Slip, you enter the code 226ZD. That's 226ZD. Stake 1 Ghana cedi and stand a chance of winning over 20,000 Ghana cedis. Now, let me tell you this. The Ministry of Education, through the National Teaching Council, presents the Ghana Teacher Prize 2023. The theme is The Teachers We Need for the Education We Want. The global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage. The guest of honor is the president, President Akufo-Addo, and the most outstanding teacher will be awarded with a 3-bedroom apartment. All winners in the other categories will go home with a saloon car. There will be 2 days of symposia on the 3rd and 4th of October at Akroma Plaza Hotel in Takrady at 9 a.m. and a grand durbar on Thursday the 5th of October 2023 at the Ghana Secondary Technical School, GSTS. The event is brought to you by Get Fund, GES Occupational Pension Scheme, Glyco Pension, Prudential Bank Limited, SIC Life, Data Bank Limited, Investcorp, Petra Trust, TTEL, UNESCO, UNICEF, Global Institute of Resource Development Limited, GCB Bank, Ghana Chamber of Mines, IC Giving, Sabre Education, Lower Pra Rural Bank, Benso Oil Palm Plantation, Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAGRAT, CCT, TEWU, and the media partners are Multimedia Group Limited, and the slogan is My Teacher, My Future. All right, listen, let's get into our conversation. And Kwame Sapon Asiedu and Dr. Elliot Cranting Tano are our guests. We're talking about the dialysis crisis. So before we took the break, we were talking about health-seeking habits and how dismal some of our habits are here in Ghana. I want us to address the elephant in the room, which is the economic factor. Proper health-seeking habits are expensive. If you're going to be eating fruits and vegetables, it's expensive. If you're going to go to the hospital once every quarter, it's expensive. So how do people of limited economic options properly follow health-seeking habits? Kwame.
Okay. You see, this goes back to why we went into the National Health Insurance Scheme at the outset. Because back then, we had accepted that health was expensive business. And no one can run away from that. So, to address this, we need to go back to the NHIS conversation. Because if you look at our economy, salaries are not going to go up anytime soon. And when you have a health system which is heavily dependent on importation, most of the equipment we are using are imported. Our medicines are heavily imported. Even the ones we manufacture in Ghana, the raw materials, equipment are heavily imported. So if we are saying that those two parameters are not going to change anytime soon, even though with AFTA and all that, the hope is that they are going to come in, then the best bet is to look at the concept of universal health coverage, where one can seek health care and not be constrained by financial means at the point of use. And that is something that Ghana has already signed on to through the Sustainable Development Goals to achieve by 2030. So the question then becomes, is our National Health Insurance Scheme moving in line with our undertaking to obtain universal health coverage by 2030? That's the first thing. If it's not, then we need to start a conversation as to how we can get that to happen. We need to start a conversation about how we can recapitalize the National Health Insurance Scheme. I have always held the view that the capping of funding by this government going into the National Health Insurance Scheme is unhelpful to our health system. But I also agree that even if all the funds the National Health Insurance Scheme ought to receive based on the law were to go to them, it probably still would not be enough to cover most of the disease burden we have based on the trends we see going forward. And that is the other thing. We need to be able to understand our data and our health trends. If you listen to Dr. Cranton Talon, there's a lot of research is that there's a lot of numbers he's churning out. The question is who is listening? We often wait until the numbers and trends become real human beings before we start firefighting. That wouldn't work. And so we need a serious conversation around healthcare. I have already talked about education. We need an educated citizenry when it comes to health, and we need to enforce regulation. But I'll end it this way on this one, Kojo. Everything is within our capacity to do. I have looked at countries like Rwanda. I have looked at countries like Liberia. I've looked at countries like Sudan in a paper I presented. I've heard the likes of Dr. Cranton Talon talk about countries like Kenya and Tanzania, whose health expenditure per capita is much lower than ours, but are able to provide dialysis to their citizens at a point that doesn't constrain them and doesn't tax them to their debt. These are things we have to look at. So it's about the honesty and the right conversations with the right people being at the table. That, for me, would be the starting point.
Okay, so Dr. Tano, I mean, the NHIA, to some, is an institution that has an uphill task. All of these taxes are being collected so that we can provide health insurance. But we are unable to provide health insurance. We're on our way back to cash and carry in many cases. We can't pay for so many of the things that are supposed to be covered. So people go to hospitals and are told day in, day out that the things that they are covered for are unavailable. And they end up having to go back into their pockets to pay in spite of health insurance. Do you see a way around this? Can health insurance take on something as costly as dialysis and properly pay for it?
Yeah, thank you, Kojo. I think my co-panel, rightly said that yes, if we look at how much is coming in and yes, how much, dialysis cost, as per the numbers that I put out there, then indeed that will be a lot for government, to deal with. And I think that is why I enjoyed the fact that we can reduce those numbers by all of those prevention, activities and, getting to know our health, so then the numbers that we can present to government might be something they can actually munch on. But nonetheless, it was also mentioned, I think government can show some commitment. I think it is okay for government to say, okay, we cannot take care of all of this, but maybe we can do this, we can do that, we can take this off, we can do that. I think that commitment on my part, however little it is, might show that, okay, there is a start. And like I said, and compared to, other countries, chances are that we can look at what are they getting right. Probably, are they getting their national health in terms of the premium right? Is there something we can learn from these countries? What are the challenges they are facing? How can we make ours better under the circumstance? But the difficulty is that if it is nothing at all, then it becomes, tough, for us as healthcare professionals and for that matter, the patients who suffer this. So we agree that there is, a conversation that we should have on this issue to be able to understand where we can come from. Indeed, on the National Health Insurance Scheme, it was said that when you get, we talked about this yesterday, you get kidney injury acutely for a short period of time, it's supposed to take care of you. But then the healthcare providers will say when they send it, they don't get reimbursement. So now as it stands, you have to pay for it. So can we start from there that, okay, at least the acute is taken care of? Because the beauty of the acute is that if we're able to assume that it's acute, you get a couple of sessions of dialysis and pronto, you are back to normal in terms of your kidney function. You might not need it for the rest of your life. So it is an area we can look at, as we speak now. And indeed, the people who get acute kidney injury are sometimes pregnant women. Who in the course of pregnancy, their blood pressures will go up. And the moment the blood pressures go up, they develop something we call preeclampsia, and it affects their kidneys. No fault of theirs. They were not taking alcohol or drinking or smoking or whatever it is like. They just got pregnant. And in the course of the pregnancy, it's not like they didn't do something right. It is a condition that comes with pregnancy. But nonetheless, that poor woman should be able to live if there is a system to be able to take care of her. But if it is not, you speak to the family. Can they afford? They say they cannot afford. And sometimes you watch a pregnant woman die just because they can afford dialysis, which might not cost much because, like I said, about 3 sessions would have brought them back to normal. So we need to start from somewhere. We'll be happy to hear from government. We'll be happy to hear from major stakeholders. It's a crisis. How do we solve it?
How do we solve it? Well, that leads us very perfectly to the next thing that I would like us to do. And that is to speak directly to the president, to the health minister, to cabinet, to parliament, to all of those who stand between us and a viable solution to this dialysis crisis. I want us to advise them directly. Tell them specifically what they must do. Step 1 to whatever the final step must be. How do we get out of this crisis? Kwame, I'll let you go first.
That's an interesting one. Okay, what I would say to the president and to our health leaders is that they should look at the data. A lot of the data we've been talking about, right through all the conversations on this renal fever, is data that is available in Ghana. They should look at the data. They should look at the trends. They should be advised by the experts who are researching the data. Because, like I said, it's untenable that we would put taxes on something that only 2,000 people are using and expect to get significant tax inflows from. It doesn't add up to me. They should also remember that when it comes to health decision making, they shouldn't devoid themselves of the thinking process because sometimes they seek help out of the health system that most Ghanaians are using. What do I mean by that? For me, it's a very untenable that the thought of putting taxes on consumables for dialysis went through the Ministry of Health, the Finance Ministry, through Cabinet, went into a budget, went into Parliament, Health Select Committee, and passed without everyone knowing that the net effect was the cost was going to be transferred to the patient, and as a result, it was going to be unbearable and many were going to lose their lives, like Dr. Kranjitano was talking about watching a pregnant woman. Then finally, they should remember that these things demoralize the health worker. No health worker wants to see a patient they are managing die if the death was avoidable. This sort of demoralization is a leading driver of health worker migration from Ghana. They should remember that there is a teaching hospital in Ghana where one day they woke up and suddenly all their renal nurses had migrated to the UK. Has anyone gone to research why they left in the group? They should remember that it couldn't have just been the remuneration that they were getting. The work pressure could be a demoralizing factor. And these nurses are needed across the world. So we should not make life difficult for them and make their exit easy. That's how I do it.
Dr. Tano.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I think I will start off by entreating that government looks at how we can prevent, kidney disease. And in my opinion, most of these non-communicable diseases, they have similar linkage in terms of ensuring that, what people are eating and all of that are taken care of. And again, as healthcare providers, we also have a part to play to engage media more. I mean, so far as education is concerned. But when we need the required support, to be able to do that, I think that helps. When we prevent, we are able to do a lot more. And then two, I will suggest that, we are able to train healthcare providers in these peripheral hospitals that are seeing patients who probably might not have kidney disease as of then. But the point is that be able to know that, listen, you need to once a while check the kidney function. Like I mentioned yesterday, it's such a neglected, non-communicable disease. It's division among healthcare providers. And again, that leads us of acute kidney injury. I think that is something that from tomorrow, I think it can be done. And I believe that we should do that to be able to save, people who get kidney disease acutely. And then again, of course, have the discussion with the Ghana Kidney Association and on how, they can help support people with chronic kidney disease. And of course, we've mentioned this as a fifth point, the taxes on health, consumables. That is what pushes the price up. So when the taxes are reduced, I think that will go a long way. And can we produce some of these, items locally? Again, if you're able to produce it, and of course you're not importing, then the dollar issue does not become a problem for it. Well, it might be dependent on, what the consumables that are needed for it. And then again, where I'll plead a lot with, there are a lot of herbal medications that are going out unchecked, and people are taking that is also harming their kidney. Can we be a bit more forceful in ensuring that people know and take the right things? Because now people say, it is approved by the FDA. As to whether it is really approved by the FDA, sometimes we cannot tell. And again, I'll push media also, because when they come to you to let our people hear it, maybe we may have to do the regular checks. And I think not long ago, there was a documentary where it looks like a lot of media houses don't do any checks, and then they just spew out things which our people listen to and end up taking, and running themselves into trouble. Then again, health workforce. Our people are leaving the country in terms of, the workforce. So if we don't have a lot of doctors, nurses, again, it's a specialized area. There are so few of us. One of the things I mentioned in that write-up, so few of us. And if the few of us are leaving because of all of these frustrations we have to meet or shoulder virtually every day, that keeps us worried, then chances are that there might not be anybody left in this country to take care of your kidneys, and the country's kidneys.
That is a very dismal picture indeed. We certainly hope it doesn't get to that point. Decisions must be made to stem the flow of talent out of our borders. Dr. Elliot Cranting-Tano is a senior lecturer and nephrologist at the Department of Medicine at the School of Medicine and Dentistry, KNUST. Kwame Sapong-Asiedu is a research fellow on health with the Center for Democratic Development. I want to thank you both so much for your time with us this morning.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's where we put a pin in it. And this conversation, as you can imagine, it doesn't stop here. There's so much that needs to be done until the problems are actually solved, until the Kolibus of our country don't have to come out with, messages and backtracking and all of that, just because they have to make sure they can afford to provide the health care that people need to survive. Just so we don't find ourselves in embarrassing situations where we have to be calling around to friends and family to find money to keep us alive. Just so we don't do that. Let's make the right policy decisions so dialysis is no longer a crisis. We're back with more on the Super Morning Show after this.
Radio program of the year 2022. Joy FM, Joy Super Morning Show.
Litsina Travel, in collaboration with Cowbank Women's Banking, is inviting all current and prospective customers of Cowbank to join their second business trip to Turkey, Istanbul, and leisure in Dubai from the 7th to 16th of October 2023. The cost of the full package starts from $2,550 per person and includes visa, flight, hotel, B2B meetings, tours, airport transfers, and travel insurance. The business areas include construction and building materials, furniture and interior decor, fashion and textiles, cosmetics, agricultural products and equipment, pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, industrial and heavy equipment machinery, food and beverage and processing equipment, spare parts, and many more. For inquiries, call Tina on 0244 260 789 or Gifty on 0270 302245 or Akosia on 0555 171311 or walk into to any Cowbank branch or Latina Travel and Tours at the Alisa Hotel Northridge, sponsored by our media partners Joy FM and the Multimedia Group.
Come with me. Bask in freedom. There are no deadlines here. Hurry so you can take your time. The sunset from above. A visual buffet. Pictures capture moments. 100 conversations don't exhaust the tale of your new favorite filter. The salt of the sea warm on your dark skin.
I would love to come back here. A truly immersive experience is our reality. South Africa invites you to summer with us. Create your own story with customizable experiences now. Visit southafrica.net. It's never too late to summer in SA.
As a doctor, part of my job is to ensure that you have the right information to stay healthy. Today, that means correcting myths around the COVID vaccine. One myth says that the COVID vaccine reduces the sex drive of men and women and affects fertility. The truth is, there is no evidence at all to suggest that it does this. The COVID vaccine is a safe and effective way of keeping you and your loved ones protected from the virus. The right information could save your life. We are stronger together. Protect yourself and those around you. Get vaccinated today. Forget the yab, get the job. This message is brought to you by the Ghana Health Service, FHI 360, and Good Life. Live it well.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gameparkgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7
I pray to God for times like this, I swear my papa. I no feel like you like what see, I work so hard. I go away word for what I need for Ethiopia. It's me and my gang, we never speak a crack nah. They say I stop on cause I no go their way. And I don't know why they pissed off when I'm running my race. It's getting up, they ain't catching up with my pace. I'm not to be slept on, you go wake up now while you're late. Don't stop, oh my G, keep black. I tell myself this words every time on the road. And I'm still grinding cause it's too tired. We put a black sheep, no they give up, no way. I ran from house to chase the koala, my jagger. Plenty cause they free me fear, so man fatter. They vex me tired for my house, but I know mine. I never agree, make Betty complaints to me bad. Who don't know me, don't know me. Ask who know me, say who I be.
Yeah, that's Blacko himself, Black Sheriff. And by the way, he won big at the BET Awards. He came home with Best International Flow. Congratulations to him, putting Ghana on the map once again. Black Sheriff. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, now listen, are you suffering from pain in your joints, your muscles, your bones? Then go to the Bank Hospital. They have a trauma and orthopedic unit, which is dedicated to delivering quality orthopedic care. Okay, world-class equipment, seasoned specialists, and they're ready to help you on your journey to recovery. So don't let joint, muscle, and bone issues affect the quality of your life. Call the Bank Hospital on 0302 739 373 or go to thebankhospital.com. You can book an appointment with the trauma and orthopedic specialist today. The Bank Hospital, good health for everyone. Now, Latina Travel and Tours brings you exciting packages between now and December. So you can either go to Israel in October or November. 7-day trips, all inclusive, very, very affordable. Or you can go on the Cowbank Women Banking trip organized to Dubai and Turkey. The trip is for all Cowbank clients, okay, or prospective clients. You can engage the Turkey business community from 11th to the 16th of October, and you can talk about pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, furniture, fashion and textiles, food and beverage, construction equipment, and medical equipment, among others. There are limited places available on all of these trips, so call Tina on 0244 260 789. All right, if you're ready to treat your callers to good tunes while you win incredible rewards, why don't you earn points by purchasing, renewing, copying, or gifting your favorite caller tunes, and you can win amazing prizes based on your total accumulated points. Yeah, you build as many points as possible and you can win tons of data to stay connected to the things you love, or you can win an amazing 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize to splash on your favorite things. It's the perfect way to entertain your callers with music and get rewarded at the same time. Start collecting your caller tunes points today. Go to callertunes.mtn.com.gh. That's callertunes with a Z at the end, okay? Or just dial star 135 hash. Star 135 hash to get, that's star 1355 hash, okay? Star 1355 hash to get started on the MTN Caller Tunes service. The promo lasts until the 7th of November 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Also, the Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited Back to School promotion continues to the 31st of October 2023. 10 to 15% off textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. Call 0302 764 101 or 209. Email info@kingdomgh.com or go to kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply. Oh, and Oktoberfest is here again. Let's all get involved. Oktoberfest is Ghana's premier 5-star hotel and your CIMG Hospitality Facility of the Year, Labadi Beach Hotel's very special beer festival. It's the biggest in the world, Oktoberfest, and it's coming to Ghana with the Bayern Boys Band from Germany. Catch all the fun with German traditional food and beer at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel on the 6th and 7th of October 2023. If you want to know more, call 0302 772 501 or 0249 532 866 or 0244 747 670. Oktoberfest 2023 is proudly supported by Brussels Airline. Brussels Airline, you're in good company. Oktoberfest Beer Festival, come, let's party.
Radio Program of the Year 2022. Joy FM, Joy Super Morning Show.
Morning radio.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set.
Killer don't lie when I say I did it.
Always the best bet.
Big stuff, big cash, my way, but still I can't believe it. Under 1 minute. Still I can't believe, but I can't blame myself for this. New man them was born for this. Of course I f***ed up. Who never f*** up hands in the air? No hands. Still I can't believe. You know what I mean? I was young, what you expect from me? It is what it is. But I keep going, no. More like a rolling stone, cause I have no stopping time. Can nobody stop a man? Oh, I keep going, no. More like a rolling stone, cause I have no stopping time. Can nobody stop a man? No, I'm gonna run my race, I'm gonna keep my pace. Cause I really have no one to play when I fall again. I can't stand this pain, I can't watch me fail. So anytime you pray, remember my name, remember you know a traveler. The name is Red Bull the Hustler, he's been far away, chasing Kuala. I'll be back again, for me coming now, I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back, I know you miss me, I know. Remember you know a traveler, the name is Red Bull the Hustler, he's been far away, chasing Kuala. I'll be back again, for me coming now, I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back, I know you miss me, I know.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM. Joy 99.7 FM.
My mystery box is somewhere very near. I feel it inside me, I'm feeling very weird. Something where I had chase for years back in the days. If you told me I would see this flag waving, I won't believe you. No, cause how far could I be? Yeah, I'm too close, I can feel it. Something is vibrating inside me, I'm celebrating. But outside they kill me.
Oh, I've got a bunch of birthday wishes coming through as we're enjoying the award-winning Black Sheriff on the award-winning Super Morning Show. So let's say quickly, happy birthday to Mrs. Abna Echan Kamara, aka Abna Echan of Heavy Do Chop Bar. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you from your children and grandchildren, Sister Joyce, Sandra, Mayfair, and Lovia. Also, happy birthday to Mr. Che Dakwa, Senior Engineer at Alajo Motors. I think we did this one earlier, but happy birthday from Derek and the team at D Motors in Tesano. Now I've got a special one here. It's from my brother from another mother. Kobna Yankson wants to wish his daughter Araba Yankson a happy 18th birthday. Happy birthday to you, young Araba. It's from all of us, the Yangsons of Ghana. All right, it's the Super Morning Show on Joy. And look, we've been privileged to work with some amazing partners on our show. One of them is Safari Valley Resort. This is literally one of the most beautiful spots in Ghana. You need to see this place for yourself. To think that it was conceived and created by a Ghanaian mind, it just fills you with pride. You need to go check it out. Even if it's on a day trip, to enjoy their harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife like zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Patagonian mara, and so many others. You can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of 250 Ghana cedis, no more than that, okay? It's free for children up to 6 years, and it's just an hour from Accra, okay? So, DJ Obete, how long will it take you to drive there in your Mercedes? Safari Valley, how long? If the ordinary human has to do 1 hour, how long will DJ Obeti do? Okay, it's open from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. each day. Go visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, go to safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 059 691 4394. All right, so as it turns out, there is a demonstration going on today. It's a sports-related demonstration. Our very own Gary Al Smith is covering it. He's currently at the Akun Ejay interchange. Gary, tell us about this demonstration. Who is there and why are they out on the streets?
Well, good morning, Kojo. Can you hear me?
Yes,
you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we are at the Akun Ejay interchange. A group that calls itself the Ghana Football Stakeholders Forum is organizing this demonstration against the current GFA administration. They believe that the governance of the GFA has been poor. They believe that Keto Kreku must do better, and they believe that he is stifling dissent, among other things. So there's a horde of people with placards, and they are getting ready to go. There was a police notice that was served and accepted and received last week, notifying the public about the demonstration to happen today. So the route will involve the start point, which is here at the Akun Ejay interchange, through the front of the police headquarters, in front of the GFA, that's through the Ringway Estate to the Accra Sports Stadium, and then they will give the petition to the Youth and Sports Minister, Mustafa Yusuf. So that's what they are planning to do.
Now, are there any notable persons involved in this demonstration?
Well, in football circles, there's a man called Charles Kwejo in team, but he's popularly known as Mickey Charles. He's the convener for this demonstration, and he's somewhere around speaking to the police and getting the final preparations ready before they move as well.
How do you estimate the numbers?
Oh, there should be just about 100 people, close to 120 people. We understand that more people will join from the other routes. We don't know, but that's what we understand. It must be said that in terms of support, a lot of people involved in the football ecosystem who support this demonstration would not want to show their faces, for political reasons. Because remember, the GFA election is only tomorrow in Tamale. And one of the things they accuse the GFA of is not obeying the rules of natural justice and law and order. Now, if I should tell you, there's an injunction on the GFA elections supposed to be held in Tamale. However, the GFA say they have not received this injunction, and so they'll continue the election process, and it's one of the things that they are being accused of right now. So there are lots of people here. Let me read some of the placards that are here. Get is killing GFA, phase 1. Get is here for only enriching his pockets. Get is running a family and friends affair. Justice for Ashko. Football is not politics, and so on and so forth.
Well, it certainly looks like it's shaping up to be quite an event. Gary, we know you'll keep on top of it and keep us in the loop as well. That's our very own Gary Al Smith from the sports team, and he's following a demonstration against the GFA. It's currently at the Akon Ajay interchange, and they are calling for some actions to be taken by Kurt Okreku, who of course heads that association. More details as the day unfolds here on Joy. Now, let me remind you, the Ministry of Education through the National Teaching Council is presenting the Ghana Teacher Prize for 2023. The theme is the teachers we need for the education we want, the global imperative to reverse the teacher shortage. His Excellency the President will be the guest of honor, and the most outstanding teacher will get a 3-bedroom apartment. All winners in other categories will go home with a saloon car, and there'll be a 2-day symposium on the 3rd and 4th of October at Akroma Plaza Hotel in Takrady, 9 a.m. And also a Grand Durbar on Thursday, the 5th of October at the Ghana Secondary Technical School, GSTS. So this event is brought to you by Get Fund, GES Occupational Pension Scheme, Glyco Pension, Prudential Bank Limited, SIC Life Data Bank Limited, Investcorp, Petra Trust, TTEL, UNESCO, UNICEF, Global Institute of Resource Development Limited, GCB Bank, Ghana Chamber of Mines, IC Giving, Sabre Education, Lower Pra Rural Bank, Benso Oil Palm Plantation, Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAGRAT, CCT, TEU, and media partners include Multimedia Group Limited. The slogan is My Teacher, My Future. So the eagerly awaited Pick 1 game has arrived with a bang. Choose your favorite number from 1 to 36. Stake and get ready for the excitement as they unveil the lucky number. Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking from 1 cedi to 350 cedis, and you win 26 times your stake on the amazing Pick 1 game by Game Park. So you play by dialing *946# on all networks via their website or by downloading the Game Park app on GameParkGames.com. Watch their live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. every day. Game Park, more moolah, more power. The game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority. It is not for persons under 18, so play responsibly. All right, well, it's been a great morning. We're so glad you joined us for it. We're back tomorrow with even more, but we leave you in the capable hands of the Joy News team, who have the headlines at 10, delivered by Hannah Odami.
Coming up in Joy Headline News at 10, medical superintendents are
oh yo yo, yeah 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 yeah. Oh yo 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 yo, yeah yeah yeah. What you do me, you don't try. You told me, baby, we outside. I fed yet in a bay, I'm sorry, na can't be tell me why. And then you know me a day online, waiting for your text, so I know fi I. Nka mama me post say goodbye. I didn't yachi, I want my style, but I forgive you. Na kwa ukwe, ya me fa ukras, yeah. You know say I got you. And stop crying, Jaisu.